Trick or treat might have been last night here in Floyd County, but the Prestonsburg Black Cats are hoping to have one final treat for home fans here at Black Cat Stadium on Halloween night against the Estill County Engineers, and that is an undefeated regular season, something that has only happened 3 times in the 100-year history of Prestonsburg Black Cat football. Good evening, everyone, from Josh Francis Field at Black Cat Stadium for the regular season finale. The 9-0 Prestonsburg Black Cats and the 5-4 Class 3A Estill County Engineers. Josh McKinney, Steve Sloan, Josh Peach Page, high above the field here at Prestonsburg High School for this regular season finale, the postseason next week, Steve. But these Prestonsburg Black Cats, under the direction, of course, of second-year head coach Wes Hager, they had their sights set on a deep postseason run, but before that, something they were not able to achieve last year, an undefeated regular season and a 10-0 record heading into next week's playoffs.
Yeah, they had that opportunity last year as well, Josh, and they went over to Breathitt County and got handed pretty well in the regular season finale over there in Jackson. But they got the opportunity here, a little different situation. Halloween night, the vibes are great here. Energy is high. Senior night, you know these seniors want to go out with one final bang, their final regular season home game to go undefeated and ride this huge wave of momentum they've got going into the playoffs next week.
And you're going to notice, if you're watching the broadcast on Facebook or YouTube, a little bit of a different color scheme for Prestonsburg
awesome
tonight. The players have elected to wear orange and black jerseys, of course, for Halloween. They're calling it Halloween Havoc 2025. If you're old school wrestling fans, you remember the WCW Halloween Havoc from back in the day. Orange also happens to be an original school color of Prestonsburg, orange and black from the early 1900s, and then it transitioned to red. But not many people know that, I don't think, that orange was an original school color of Prestonsburg. And so maybe a nice little complimentary fact to go along with these Halloween-themed uniforms that the Black Cats will be wearing tonight.
Yeah, it is, and it's very neat. Of course, you see all the coaching staff wearing the orange sweaters, and those orange sweaters are very nice. I've seen them pretty up close. And but a nice tradition here, just to go back to how it started here at Prestonsburg with the orange and black, and it's just kind of ironic as well that it's Halloween night. Of course, you have the orange and black colors that you think of with Halloween. So just a great night all around here for Prestonsburg.
Senior night tonight for Prestonsburg. You also, if you're watching, see the Dallas Cowboy cheerleading outfits for the dance team, which look rather nice for tonight, for Halloween tonight as well. We'll take a 2-minute break and come back with your countdown to kickoff, where we will dive into the Black Cats and the visitors tonight, the Estill County Engineers. They have a Kane Patton-type player on their team under second-year head coach Austin Moore. We'll tell you about their do-it-all quarterback on the other side of this 2-minute break. It's high school football on FM 100 Sports.
Hey, it's Kristen Mulcahy from Appalachian Wireless. One of the things that makes us the region's best network isn't just our coverage, it's that we're local. You'll find real people right here from home, ready to help you get the best deals on the latest devices. We hear the other carriers bragging about how they cover the middle of nowhere, but this isn't nowhere. All our roads lead to somewhere. So come home to Appalachian Wireless. Visit us at AppalachianWireless.com or in one of our many retail locations. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
For over 30 years, the attorneys at Mocha Nunnery Law Office have chosen to fight for injured individuals rather than companies, standing up for the rights of folks just like you. The combined experience of Tom Moak, Dee Dee Nunnery, and Jacob Moak will fight for you, whether you've been injured in an auto accident, personal injury claim, workers' compensation, Social Security, or have a federal black lung case. Injuries are life-changing. Let Mocha Nunnery help you move forward. Call 886-1515 for Mocha Nunnery Law Office, Prestonsburg, Pikeville, Hazard. When you walk into Howard Family Pharmacy, you'll always find someone you know and trust.
Hi, this is Wes.
Hey, it's Tiffany.
Hello, this is Joanna.
Hey there, this is Stacy.
If your current pharmacy is going out of business, or if you're just tired of dealing with the big chain pharmacies and mail order companies, then Howard Family Pharmacy is here for you, providing the kind of care you can count on from people who truly care. Howard Family Pharmacy of Allen and Eastern, where it's always about family. Kentucky Farm Bureau has provided folks in the bluegrass with quality insurance and dependable service since 1943. As your local agent, John Greer Hunt is proud to serve the Floyd County community and to help get the right protection for your home, auto, life, or business. For a free quote, call John Greer Hunt today, 606-791-2122, or stop by the office at 1288 South Lake Drive in Prestonsburg and ask to speak to John. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Live and local, there's only one, WMDJ.
Welcome back to Black Cat Stadium, Josh Francis Field, senior night here for Prestonsburg, 9-0, hosting Estill County for the regular season finale. And you see the seniors being recognized here prior to kickoff between Peaburg and Estill County. Let's get you set for kickoff with your countdown to kickoff, brought to you by Howard Family Pharmacy of Allen and Eastern. Pharmacist Wes Howard, Tiffany Jacobs, Stacy Conley, and Jonna Newsom are always there to answer any questions or concerns you have about your medications. You'll always be treated like family when you visit Howard Family Pharmacy. Call 358-4800 or 949-4800 for Howard Family Pharmacy. Steve, let's first look at the Estill County Engineers, 5-4 coming into tonight in Class 3A under second-year head coach Austin Moore, who was a longtime assistant coach, was also a head coach at the middle school level up there in Irvine, Kentucky. And we mentioned before the break they have a Kane Patton-type player that I'm sure a lot of people who may be tuning in from this particular area may not have heard of, and it is junior quarterback Brody Manus. He has thrown for 1,217 yards and 11 touchdowns. He has ran for 800 yards and 13 touchdowns. He has accounted for 75.8% of the Engineers' offense all season. 3/4 of the offense has come from either Brody Manus' legs or his arms. He has scored 24 of the team's 31 offensive touchdowns. So 11 pass, 13 rushes. So he is a guy that's going to have the ball a lot. Of course, being the quarterback, he's going to have his number called a lot, and we'll get to see another team's version of a guy we've seen a lot this season in Kane Patton. And honestly, I'm excited to watch this young man play.
Oh, yeah, me too, and doing some prep earlier this week. And that's not to mention he's third on the team in tackles with 47 tackles. So he's just a do-it-all guy. And the kid's only a junior, so Estill County has this to look forward to next season as well. So, but just a dynamic player, and we've seen what Kane Patton has done all season. We've seen it several times. So I'm like you. I'm really looking forward to seeing what he can do on the offensive side, both passing and rushing, against this vaunted Prestonsburg defense. It's going to be a tough challenge.
60% completion percentage for Manus. He is the team's leading rusher. A couple of receivers you may hear tonight. Hunter Bingham, a sophomore, 47 catches for 613 yards. 7 of those 11 touchdown passes have gone to Bingham. You also have Hayden Manns, Chance East Rollins on that offensive side as well. Estill County, I mentioned 5-4. They lost to Lincoln County early in the season. They have a big loss to Breathitt County and a couple of losses recently in district play, a high-scoring loss to Letcher County Central and a shutout loss to Lawrence County to finish 2-2 in district play. And the magic number for Estill, when you look at them, if you look at their schedule, the magic number is 34. And I say 34 because when they allow more than 34 points, they are 0-4. In every win they have, in those 5 wins, they have allowed less than 10. Wow. 10 points per game. If they can somehow, and it's a tall task, if they can somehow contain this Prestonsburg offense, that magic number is 34. When they allow more than 34 points, they haven't won a game. And that's a tall task for this Estill County defense, who has a tendency to give up some big plays and a lot of points, as evidenced by a couple of those recent scores.
Yeah, and looking at their scoring margin, they're only +2. I mean, they're literally just +2 scoring margin so far up in 3A. So their defense, like you said, does have some tendencies of giving up some big points and big plays, and we know Prestonsburg is very capable of doing both of those, scoring a lot and getting a lot of big plays. So the defense may have a lot of issues with that. Their offense, I don't know if they've went up against a lot tougher teams, but a defense like Prestonsburg is going to be a tough task for them as well.
Peyton Brumbaugh, a junior linebacker, 103 tackles on the season. He leads them in that category. Also 5.5 tackles for loss. Their leading tackle for loss guy is junior Wyatt Waddle, 8.5 tackles for loss to go along with 95 tackles. And they have recovered a lot of fumbles. They have several guys who have fumble recoveries registered on their statistics, and that's what they're going to have to do. Prestonsburg is not going to attempt a ton of passes. I don't expect them to. No. So if Estill's going to try to get some turnovers, it's going to have to be via the fumble.
Yeah, opportunities are going to be there to force a lot of fumbles, and then they can recover them as well. They've done a lot. They've done that really great this season. And, again, the opportunities are going to be there the way Prestonsburg runs the ball.
We will take a 2-minute break and come back and look at the home team and some history at stake for Prestonsburg as they are getting set to host Estill County. 18 and a half minutes away from kickoff between the Black Cats and Engineers. Your Howard Family Pharmacy countdown to kickoff rolls on in 2 minutes on FM 100 Sports.
For over 30 years, families in our community have relied on McDowell Professional Pharmacy, a name you know and trust. Pharmacists Steve and Alicia Dawson are here to guide you with care, knowledge, and a friendly smile. Whether it's answering your questions, helping you manage prescriptions, or offering advice you can count on, they're always ready to serve. And don't forget, they offer free delivery right here in the area, bringing the care you need straight to your door. McDowell Professional Pharmacy, where experience, trust, and community come together.
Want to know the secret to a healthy smile? You won't find it in a bottle. The secret is found in simple, everyday brushing, flossing, and regular checkups with Martin Dentistry. Recently voted as the best dentist in Floyd County, Dr. Stacy Martin offers preventative general dentistry treatments and checkups to patients of all ages. Martin Dentistry would like to thank their patients for their trust, and they look forward to serving you for years to come. Call for an appointment, 285-9444 for Martin Dentistry.
This is Douglas Ray Hall, your Floyd County Circuit Clerk. For over 25 years, I've been promoting and praising our local athletes. But behind every athlete, there's a team. But it's not just coaches and teammates. It's parents who wake up early for practice, grandparents who cheer the loudest every game, and family members who stand by through every victory and defeat. They give their time, their energy, and their endless support, shaping the hearts and the minds of the next generation. To the parents, grandparents, and families of our athletes, thank you. We are forever grateful. Douglas Ray Hall, your Circuit Court Clerk.
Defense wins championships, and at Hesterberg Law Firm, we believe a good defense wins cases. This is attorney Tanner Hesterberg. If you're facing legal trouble, you need an attorney to advocate for you in the courtroom. The sooner we get involved in your case, the better the outcome. 606-731-6857 and at hesterberglaw.com. Hesterberg Law Firm. Defending Kentucky.
Live and local, there's only one. WMDJ.
Back at Black Cat Stadium, about 16 minutes away from kickoff between Prestonsburg and Estill County. Senior night regular season finale for the 9-0 Black Cats. Let's now talk about Prestonsburg with your Tale of the Tape, brought to you by Hesterberg Law Firm, where you always receive great defense of your legal needs. That's attorney Tanner Hesterberg and the Hesterberg Law Firm, defending Kentucky. Well, this is a big night, Steve. We mentioned last year Prestonsburg was 9-0, going to Breathitt County, down by the river, and got a humble game handed to them by the Breathitt County Bobcats. Tonight, same situation, although now playing at home against Estill County, looking to complete an undefeated regular season for just the fourth time ever. A lot of really good teams have come through here, but they've always seemed to stumble once or twice throughout the regular year. Only 3 times prior has Prestonsburg completed an undefeated regular season. 1954, they lost in the Recreation Bowl to Lafayette, finished the year 10-1. That was prior to official KHSAA playoffs, which started in 1959. So a bowl game for Prestonsburg after that 1954 season. They lost to Lafayette out of Lexington, finished the year 10-1. 1993, they lost to Mayfield in the Class 2A state championship game, 13-12, to finish the year 14-1. Arguably, in a lot of people's opinion, the best team to ever play at this school in 1993. And then most recently, 2009, they finished the year 13-1, lost to DeSales 33-28 in the Class 2A state semifinals. And that's it. They've had a big, long 100-year celebration of Prestonsburg football all year, and it's only happened 3 times. And I know this team has bigger goals beyond tonight and beyond a 10-0 record, but knowing head coach Wes Hager and the appreciation he has for the history and the alumni and the players and teams that have come before him and this year's team, this is something I'm sure that they really, really want to kind of put in their cap.
Yeah, and he played here. He knows he knows what it's all about. He knows the tradition, and we talked about it the first time we were here. There's been some lean years the last 6 or 7 years, but they've really brought that tradition back, and a lot of irony with this game tonight. Of course, we talked about with the color theme with the uniforms, but how ironic is it that they're celebrating their 100th year and they have a chance to go undefeated in the regular season? I mean, you couldn't ask for anything better than that. And just looking at some of the 3 times that they went undefeated previously. We talked about the 2009 team a couple weeks back, led by Michael Burchett at quarterback, had a plethora of receivers, great defense. I remember that team because I've known Michael all my life, and I came to a lot of games just to watch him play, and that passing attack they had was unbelievable. But, and going back to tonight, that is definitely something they want to accomplish, especially going into the playoffs, and you take on a pretty legitimate opponent in Estill County. They're in Class 3A, so they want to get, I guess, the bitter taste out of their mouth. They wasn't able to finish undefeated last season. They definitely want to finish the job tonight, and again, just trying to go into the playoffs with a big wave of momentum.
I know we have quite a ways to go before we get there, but a couple of years ago, Paintsville, in its 100th year of football,
I was just thinking about that too. Yeah,
hoisted a state championship trophy. So I'm not saying, I'm just saying. Prestonsburg and Estill County have met 8 times before tonight. Prestonsburg leads the all-time series 5-3. This is their first meeting since 2002. Class 2A first round in the playoffs. Peaburg knocked off the Engineers 47-8. And prior to that, they hadn't played since 1991 when Estill beat Prestonsburg 21-2.
Ooh.
Only gave up a safety.
Safety.
in that ball game. But looking at this team, the 2025 edition, it starts and it ends in the backfield with number 6, Kane Patton. I would be shocked if he's not the Class 2A District 7 Player of the Year.
Has to be.
I would bet a decent chunk of money that he would get some votes for Class 2A Player of the Year. I know there's some other candidates, not too far down the road at Pond Creek. There's a couple. Beechwood is a very formidable team up in northern Kentucky. But Kane Patton, 1,424 rushing yards and 20 touchdowns to go along with 520 receiving yards and 5 touchdowns. He leads the team in rushes, rushing yards, rushing touchdowns, receptions, receiving yards, receiving touchdowns. And he's the leading scorer in Class 2A. He has accounted for nearly 2,000 yards by himself. And I asked someone earlier, is there a decent, or not a decent, is there a slight worry that you'll run into someone in the playoffs, and it wouldn't be until the region final round because that's when you'll play someone you probably haven't seen yet, that they contain him just enough to make someone else have to beat you. And I think tonight could be a game where if it gets to a certain point, be it with the score, you may see him try to get some other people some load work just to kind of prepare them a little more for next week and beyond.
Yeah, and we've talked about Kane Patton all season long. And, I actually seen somebody had posted on Facebook. I mean, and it is a legitimate, I guess, take or question with the history of players that have played here, especially in the running back position. Is he the best that's ever done it? I mean, if you go strictly by numbers, look at what he's done. Nearly 2,000 all-purpose yards. He'll probably eclipse 1,500 tonight, and then receiving as well. Would he be one of the best, if not the best, to ever do it here?
That's why I agree with a lot of Hall of Fame that you have to be removed for so many years, because you're going to have strong opinions because we're seeing it in front of our eyes.
Yeah.
Listen, we're going to talk about a guy at halftime in our this date in history that's going to have a claim to the best ever to ever play here, and it was a long time ago. You mentioned one earlier, Michael Burchett. There's a couple of guys on the coaching staff, Matt Sloan and Michael Fannin.
Sloan was a beast.
Those two guys had quite the tandem in the backfield back in 2001. The 93 team was loaded. I'm not going to answer because I don't want the recency bias to kind of play into it. He certainly has a case. We've run out of words to say.
Listen, and you mentioned all the accolades that he is deserving of, especially in Class 2A, and we've tried to make the case too. And I know there's a lot of great players in higher classes out there, especially all around the state. but he's got to have some consideration for Mr. Football.
I'd vote for him.
And just not only on the offensive side, and we've talked about how great this defense is, but he's got 38 tackles and a sack to his name too. So he can, just like the Manus kid from Estill, he can do it both ways.
And with tonight being senior night, of course he's going to be the focal point of a lot of conversations. Yeah. They do lose some guys on defense that will certainly be missed.
Tough.
Logan Stumbo leads the team with 16 tackles for loss. You've got Barron Kraft, who leads the team with 12 sacks, 3 fumble recoveries.
He's a 2A in the state.
And a senior I want to mention is Brady Allen. You know, the last couple of years, he's been the receiver. He's been the leading receiver.
Guy. Yeah.
Has obviously taken a little bit of a back seat with the emergence and the continued development of Patton. Only 5 catches on the year, 74 yards. And listen, anyone else, most other people would not like to kind of sidestep, take that much of a sidestep. And I want to mention him because he is a tremendous individual. And he understands. I'm sure. Listen,
you got to do what's best for the team.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's not like he's stepping aside for some up-and-coming freshman or something that hasn't quite earned it.
And it's all the style they play too. They don't pass the ball a ton, and it all goes back to how they run the ball. But I was thinking about that yesterday. Was just looking at some of the stats. He's had 5 catches for a long time now, all season long. But just you got to give it to him. And I know that being a senior, you want to be productive and do what you can to help your team. But being a leader, and that's what he's done. That's what he has done, is being a leader for this team, and it has really benefited them as well.
Hayden Hart's also being recognized tonight as senior. We mentioned Logan Stumbo, Tyler Stevens, Jaya Johnson, Daniel Adams, and Logan Hall, the other seniors for Prestonsburg, taking the field tonight in their final home regular season game. We'll step aside and come back and continue your countdown to kickoff on FM 100 Sports.
While you're doing whatever it is you do, we're testing, retesting, engineering, and re-engineering to keep up with you. We run together.
Is your unit down? Not working like it should? Don't put off repairs to your HVAC system. Call the professionals at Elliott Heating and Cooling. 606-437-7368. One call and your worries are gone. Elliott Heating and Cooling.
It's hard to stop a train. Make your dream home a reality with Solid Rock Development. Dedicated to providing premier customer service with unparalleled workmanship, Solid Rock Development will exceed your expectations, keep you up to date on the status of your construction project while meeting your deadlines. Using only the highest quality building supplies and equipment, Solid Rock Development will construct a home built to last for generations. Call 606-371-4807 for Solid Rock Development in Garrett, or find Solid Rock on Facebook.
What is it about golf that draws you to it? Is it the morning dew, rising off the course, or the majestic beauty that captures your heart? Is it the challenge of playing a game that can't be won? Or is it the relationships and the stories that will last a lifetime? Plan your trip now to Stonecrest Golf Course in Prestonsburg. Visit them at stonecrestgolfcourse.com.
Hey, it's Kristen Mulcahy with Appalachian Wireless. We're friends, right? How would you and a few of your friends like to save $1,000 in a year off your bill? Here's how it works. When you refer a friend to Appalachian Wireless, you both get $50 in bill credits. It's simple. Just log into your My App Wire account, grab your referral code, and share it. The more friends you invite, the more you can save. Visit us at AppalachianWireless.com or in one of our many retail locations to find out how you can start sharing today. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
Live and local, there's only one. WMDJ.
Welcome back to Josh Francis Field at Black Cat Stadium for the regular season finale for Prestonsburg this 2025 season, looking to go 10-0 for the fourth time in school history, and the first time since 2009. Some other games going on in the area. Betsy Lane, a 3-way tie for the Bobcats in Class 2A District 8, looking to secure a playoff spot. I think they're pretty comfortable. Their RPI is good enough to where they'll get into the postseason, but you can never be too sure. The Bobcats hosting Leslie County tonight. Fleming County traveling to Eastern to take on the Floyd Central Jaguars. Floyd Central looking to close out their regular season with a win under first-year head coach Trevor Hoskins. Paintsville hosting Martin County tonight. Pikeville hosting Bracken County. Bracken County, one of the all-time mascots. Do you know the Bracken County mascot?
I should know this, but
Polar Bears.
Polar Bears, yes, okay.
Belfry traveling to Letcher County Central. East Ridge is at Harlan. Pike Central at Powell County. Shelby Valley hosting Harlan County. And Lawrence County traveling north to Ashland to take on Boyd County. One final from last night. Phelps knocked off Mount View, West Virginia, 24-14. Captains are at midfield for the coin toss, and while we await the coin toss, our keys to victory for Prestonsburg tonight brought to you by Stonecrest Golf Course and Top Tracer Golf. Come and experience Top Tracer, now available with every bucket of balls and open until 10 p.m. Compete on virtual courses from around the world and fun for the whole family. Stonecrest Golf Course and Top Tracer Golf in Prestonsburg. Our keys to victory, Steve Sloan.
Don't have the graphic pulled up. I forgot to do them, but we'll we'll think of them right here off the top of the head. But no, they one the first thing is they definitely got to do what they can defensively to control Manus. I mean, we talked about him in pregame of how dynamic he is throwing the ball and rushing the ball, but and the defense for Prestonsburg has just been lights out all season. So it's going to be an interesting matchup to see that front line, especially that defensive front we've seen of Kraft and Noah Price, those guys, and Brody Hicks as well, to try to contain Manus and even keep him in the pocket because we know what he can do rushing-wise. And for Prestonsburg, again, offensively, just get Patton going. I mean, that's pretty much been the key to the game all season. Just get Patton going early, and then you also want to get the other guys involved as well, Colin Hatfield especially, and then Johnson at quarterback. And then finally, just let's continue to make history. I mean, they have everything right in front of them right now, this team does. And let's finish this thing out, go undefeated, right into the playoffs, and continue to make history.
Estill County has won the toss. Head coach Austin Moore has elected to defer to the second half. So we will see the Prestonsburg offense take the field first against this Estill County defense. Again, for Estill County, we mentioned the magic number all season's been 34. Every time they have allowed more than 34 points, they have lost. They are 0-4 when allowing 35 or more points. In their 5 wins, they have given up an average of 10 points per game. So we'll see what the defense can do against this Black Cat offense.
And Prestonsburg just averaging right at 45 a game right now and giving up only 17. So it's going to be an interesting matchup between both personnels for each side for both teams.
We mentioned Peyton Brumbaugh, the junior linebacker for the Engineers, 103 tackles, 5.5 for loss. Wyatt Waddle, a junior, 8.5 tackles for loss, leads the team. Hayden Manns, a senior, leads them with 2 interceptions. And also the aforementioned Brody Manus, 47 tackles, third on the team, 5.5 for loss. So a couple of the names you can expect to hear from that Estill County defense as the night plays on.
And Josh, speaking of Prestonsburg's defense as well, we talked about how great their front line is and their linebacking core, but I'm telling you what, this secondary the last couple of weeks has really come along strong, and we've seen the performance from Sam Hyde and what he's been able to do the last month or so. He's up to 4 interceptions now, and the hard hitter Clay Runyon, and this secondary. So it should be interesting as well for that personnel as Manus will try to spread that ball around some to his top receivers, how that secondary can handle all the receiving threats.
Regardless of tonight's outcome, Prestonsburg will be here at home next week and then the week after for the first 2 rounds of the postseason should they win because of their district championship last week in Martin County, and their opponent for next week has still not yet been determined. However, if you look at the RPI in that 3-way tie scenario with Betsy Lane, East Ridge, and Pike Central, the numbers would indicate it might be East Ridge, but we'll wait until the games tonight are all finalized to know for sure. But the safe bet would be on the Warriors coming here next week for the playoffs, just like they did last year in round number 1. Senior Logan Stumbo receiving the district championship trophy from Principal Brandon Kidd. Of course, they earned that last week with that big win over Martin County. That's
what I was going to say.
Did not come without controversy, but you know what? Scoreboard's the only thing that matters, and Prestonsburg came out on top in that one.
Scoreboard's the only thing that matters, and don't see no armbands on the field, so I think we're clear of that controversy tonight. But I'll tell you what, they, like you said before, they earned that victory. Hard-fought battle over there at Inez last week.
Estill County will kick off, and
with the state police, Mr. Chris Hicks.
I was trying to catch the announcement over the PA, and both teams getting their final instructions from their head coaches at near midfield. Estill County in their away white jerseys, white pants, an E on the side of their helmet with some bold block blue numbers. And I love the numbers because they're easy to see.
Yes.
Easy to see.
And
clean look on the road jerseys.
I can't see anything, so we'll take anything at this point.
Prestonsburg, the traditional home black pants with red and white stripes, the black helmet with the red P, and the custom Halloween Havoc orange jersey with some black numbering. Estill County kicking left to right to the Black Cats. Back deep is Samuel Hyden, the freshman. It looks like Kane Patton on the far side on the far hash mark. Back deep to kick it for Estill is senior Seth Hurst. Will be doing the kicking duties, the left-footed kicker.
Left-footed.
From his own 40, the toe is to leather, and it is a good kick fielded by Hyden at the 16-yard line. The freshman veers towards the middle, breaks one tackle, breaks another, gets across the 35, and brought down shy of the 40 at the 39-yard line, and that is where Prestonsburg will start their first possession here in the first quarter against the Engineer defense.
That was a good return there by Hyden to open up the first drive here for Prestonsburg, so they'll have some respectable field position.
No, Chuck, I'm sorry you did not see someone run by with a wristband. Not yet. Still a lot of time left.
I ain't got it, that's for sure.
If you did see one, it probably belongs up in Martin County.
Yeah, that's right.
Prestonsburg offense at the 39-yard line, their own 39-yard line, with junior quarterback A.J. Johnson, 3 backs behind him. Takes the snap, fakes it to the first man through, gives it to Patton, the second man through, gets across the 45, and a couple of flags fly in. He's brought down at the 46-yard line, a pickup of 7, and we'll see what the flag is for.
So a nice run there by Patton, and it might be a personal foul face mask call.
Personal foul.
Yeah.
You are absolutely right. You can't see anything. I call baloney, sir. We'll tack on 15 yards to the 7-yard Kane Patton run, and the first down of the night for Prestonsburg comes via the penalty. That sets them up 1st and 10 at the Estill 39-yard line. Johnson goes back under center. Hicks, Hatfield, and Patton behind him in the heavy set. Turns, gives it to Colin Hatfield, tripped up just across the 35 at the 34-yard line, a gain of 5 yards.
And Hatfield's another guy, we've said his name a lot this season as well, as he's getting close. I think he was about 800-some yards, but he is getting close to approaching 1,000 yards on the season. Just a great compliment in the run game to Patton.
A pickup of 5, and he didn't get touched until he got about 3.5.
He could have got a lot more on that one.
Great job by that offensive line, led by a couple of seniors, Johnson and Adams. 2 tight ends, split wide out to the left is Brady Allen. Handoff is going to go to Brody Hicks, the sophomore, weaving his way up near the 30 and tackled just shy of the 30 at the 31-yard line. Brings up a 3rd and 2.
And you talked about it in pregame, Josh, just trying to get some other guys implemented in the offense, and Brody Hicks is one of those guys, and it looks like Barron Kraft just came in substitution, so maybe try to get him some touches as well.
First 3rd down faced by Prestonsburg tonight. 3rd and 2 at the Estill 31-yard line. 10:15 to play here in the opening quarter. Estill won the toss, elected to defer to the second half, so Prestonsburg is driving for the first time. Johnson under center. Turns, hands it off to Hicks, and whistle is going to be blown dead. And encroachment on Estill.
Yeah, on Estill there on the far side on that line. There was a lot of movement, so a couple of key penalties here for Prestonsburg, as they got one on the first play of the game, and then on a third down, that'll get them automatic first.
It was going to be a first down anyway, but now it is a official first down at the Estill 25-yard line. So the Engineers, 2 penalties for 20 yards on this very first defensive drive.
Not what you want. Those are tough to recover from.
Kind of an uphill battle anyway going up against this offense, and then you kind of help them out by giving them
yards.
2 free first downs.
Yeah.
Same offensive set, 2 tight ends, 3 backs behind Johnson. Turns, gives it to Patton. And can't get past the initial tackle. How many times have we seen the first guy bring him down?
Yeah.
And that's what it was that time. Only picks up about 1.5 yards.
Yeah, and then a host of Estill tacklers came in there to finish the job. And very short yard earned right there by Pat. He didn't get much.
It's not often you see the first guy make contact with him, bring him down, but they were able to grab the jersey and get some help.
And we talk about he's not going to be shy from the contact. He loves that contact, and he's going to go after it, but he definitely got contained there.
Same formation for Prestonsburg with Johnson under center. Turns, gives it to the first man through Hicks, and is going to get to the 20, but barely. A pickup of 4 brings up a 3rd and 5 from the Estill County 20.
3rd and 5 for Prestonsburg from the 20-yard line.
So a third down, another third down here for Prestonsburg. I mean, Estill, they're doing great on defense so far despite the penalties. But I wonder what's Prestonsburg's going to do here, run it or maybe try a pass play, but they're lining up like they're going to run again.
Well, they've run 5 offensive plays. They've all been on the ground. Johnson under center, 3rd and 5. It's the end around to Patton. He's going to be tripped up. It looks like the initial spot is going to be a fraction shy of the 15. That's where he needed to get. We'll see what the spot is, and they're going to measure. Oh, the first down.
Oh, wow.
So he is going to get enough for a first down. Patton with the 5-yard run, move the chains. 1st and 10, Black Cats at the Estill County 15-yard line.
Josh, it looked like he might have been, like you said, just a bit short, but they gave him a generous spot. So Prestonsburg will keep the drive going.
Just under 8 minutes to play. Black Cats have received the opening kickoff and have held the ball now for more than 4 minutes on this opening drive. I formation now for Johnson under center. Turns, gives it to Colin Hatfield up the gut, gets across the 10, across the 5, lunges in for the end zone. Touchdown, Prestonsburg.
That was a great run there by Colin Hatfield, getting into the end zone for the first Prestonsburg touchdown. Great opening drive there. As they, like you said, held the ball for about 4.5 minutes and got a couple of penalties, but they were able to finish the job, getting in for the first score.
Our first McDowell Professional Pharmacy touchdown of the night. More than 3 decades of serving Floyd County, a name you know and trust. That's McDowell Professional Pharmacy. A.J. Johnson for the point after is no good. Hits the deck and will be helped up by the Estill County defenders. So the score stays 6-0 Black Cats. 7:37 to play, first quarter. Back in 60 seconds on FM 100 Sports.
For over 30 years, the attorneys at Mocha Nunnery Law Office have chosen to fight for injured individuals rather than companies, standing up for the rights of folks just like you. The combined experience of Tom Moak, Dee Nunnery, and Jacob Moak will fight for you, whether you've been injured in an auto accident, personal injury claim, workers' compensation, Social Security, or have a federal black lung case. Injuries are life-changing. Let Mocha Nunnery help you move forward. Call 886-1515 for Mocha Nunnery Law Office, Prestonsburg, Pikeville, Hazard. When you walk into Howard Family Pharmacy, you'll always find someone you know and trust.
Hi, this is Wes.
Hey, it's Tiffany.
Hello, this is Joanna.
Hey there, this is Stacy.
If your current pharmacy is going out of business, or if you're just tired of dealing with the big chain pharmacies and mail order companies, then Howard Family Pharmacy is here for you, providing the kind of care you can count on from people who truly care. Howard Family Pharmacy of Allen and Eastern, where it's always about family.
Live and local, there's only one. WMDJ.
6-0 Prestonsburg after the 15-yard touchdown run by Colin Hatfield, and Clay Runyon's kick will be downed inside the Estill County 40, and that is where the Engineer offense comes out, led by junior quarterback Brody Maness. 1,200 passing yards, 11 touchdowns, leads the team in rushing with 800 rushing yards and 13 touchdowns. Accounts for 75% of their offense and has scored all but 7 of their offensive touchdowns, 24 of their 31. So let's see what the junior from Irvine can do against this stout Prestonsburg defense.
It's going to be, like I said in pregame, it's going to be an interesting matchup between him to see what he can do as a dual threat and what this defense can do to stop him.
Sets up at their own 38-yard line. Maness in shotgun. Lets it fly to the left. It's caught. That's Kaiser Cheney. First down and then some. Shoved out of bounds just across the Prestonsburg, the 50-yard line at the Prestonsburg 49. A pickup of 13 yards from Maness to Cheney.
And just like that, they're moving the ball. Great first call on the play. Just a simple little curl out there, and Cheney was wide open and moved the sticks for Estill.
Prestonsburg respecting that deep playability by Cheney to give some space on the far side. That's Barrett Hunter, the junior defensive back on him. Maness now in the pistol at the 50-yard line. 1st and 10, Engineers. Handoff goes to the big fullback right up the middle. That's Mason Griggs, the senior. A pickup of 6 across the Prestonsburg 45 to the 44.
So he's a barrel full, Griggs is. He's going to be dragging a lot of defenders with him tonight if he gets more touches. But so a pass and a run, so, you know, they usually pretty balanced, it looks to be, with this Estill offense. And the way if that first pass, Josh, I mean, they can spread the ball around with the options they have. This might be a tough test for this Prestonsburg secondary.
Griggs, a seldom used senior fullback. That's just his 14th carry of the season. 2nd and 4, Engineers at the Prestonsburg 44, and there's a flag before the snap, and a delay of game will back them up to the 49. Brings up 2nd and 9 from just the Prestonsburg side of the 50.
That's about one of the few penalties we haven't seen much of this season is a delay of game.
You don't see it very much.
No.
And as quickly as that offense gets to the line and gets set, I'm surprised that they couldn't get the play quite in. 2 receivers wide to the right for Maness, who's in shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, joined in the backfield by Griggs at fullback. Man in motion. That's Hayden Manns. Maness to pass, rolls to his right, flips it, and just over the head of his intended receiver, Peyton Brumbaugh. It looked as though Brumbaugh kind of lost his footing and reached up and got his hands on it, just couldn't bring it down.
One of those, you touch it, you catch it. But I'll tell you what, that would have been a great athletic play if he would have made it. Like I said, he kind of slipped, lost his balance, and made the catch tougher. So this sets up a 3rd down for Estill County.
It was 2nd and 4, backed him up to 2nd and 9, now facing a 3rd and 9 at the Prestonsburg 49-yard line are the Engineers. 2 receivers each way for Maness and shotgun. Junior quarterback takes the snap, sets up the pass, and he is hit from the backside by Brody Hicks.
Did not see him coming at all. Blindside was unprotected there, and Brody Hicks laid the wood to him.
His 8th sack of the season. He just blitzed by Roland Fox.
Yeah, that was a bull rush right there.
The left tackle.
Just got by him quickly and laid him out.
And that is a loss of 7 yards on the sack by Hicks. You talk about shot out of a cannon.
Yes.
4th and 16 now from the 44-yard line. Estill's going to punt it away. It's a short kick.
Not much.
Takes a bounce at the Prestonsburg 35 and takes an Estill County bounce inside the 25 and will be down at the Prestonsburg 23-yard line. So that is where this Prestonsburg offense will take over after a big 3rd down stop by that defense.
Yeah.
Highlighted by that Brody Hicks sack on 3rd and long.
And with the way the offense started for Estill County, like they had a couple of positive plays, like they were putting something together, got across the 50. But that delay of game penalty really set him back, and that sack was something else. Blindside, Maness had no idea Brody Hicks was there. And now we get a second possession for this Prestonsburg offense. But that was a great punt right there. The kick wasn't very high, but it got a couple of good bounces to push it back a little bit further.
4:50 to play in the first quarter. Prestonsburg on top 6-0. Second Black Cat possession now. A.J. Johnson sets up in shotgun with Hatfield on his hip. Snap is good, gives it off to Hatfield, going off to his right, and gets across the 25, maybe out to the 26. Short pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7.
Looks like they're going to try to implement him a little more as well with the confidence he's got after scoring that touchdown on the opening drive. And it's just a great duo that all season between him and Kane Patton been able to run the ball.
Johnson gets back into the huddle. Kane Patton splits wide out to the left. One receiver to the right. That's Brady Allen. 2 tight ends. Hatfield in the backfield in shotgun with Johnson. It's a QB keeper around the left. Gets behind big Daniel Adams that was Brody Hicks at fullback, and Johnson picks up the first down across the 35 out to the 39-yard line. A big pickup of 13 yards for A.J. Johnson.
And Brody Hicks doing a little bit of everything so far in this first quarter. Got a couple of carries on offense, lead block for a runner right there, and a big-time sack. And just a do-it-all guy, Brody Hicks, and just part of that vaunted defensive line for Prestonsburg, doing things great on the offensive side as well.
1st and 10 at their own 39. Clock down to 3:30 here in the first quarter. Black Cats on top 6-0. Johnson in shotgun. Hands it off to Hatfield, and he's going to be brought down for a loss. First man there was Caleb Baker. Drops him for a loss of, and Hatfield's slow to get up. He was taken down kind of awkwardly.
Yeah, he's holding that, looked like that ankle.
Clutching his right leg.
But he tried to shed the defender there, but there was not much he could have done. He kind of, when he got tackled, he kind of fell backwards. And that's never a good thing when you fall backwards like that, especially on the feet or the ankles. And hopefully it's nothing too serious, but it looks like it's a tough injury there.
Sitting up, being tended to by the Prestonsburg coaching staff. It's 2nd and 11 after the loss of a yard. Again, the man there to bring him down was Caleb Baker. 2nd and 11, 3:12 to play first quarter. Prestonsburg on top 6-0. We'll take a short break and come right back on FM 100 Sports.
Kentucky Farm Bureau has provided folks in the Bluegrass with quality insurance and dependable service since 1943. As your local agent, John Greer Hunt is proud to serve the Floyd County community and to help get the right protection for your home, auto, life, or business. For a free quote, call John Greer Hunt today, 606-791-2122, or stop by the office at 1288 South Lake Drive in Prestonsburg and ask to speak to John. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
For over 30 years, families in our community have relied on McDowell Professional Pharmacy, a name you know and trust. Pharmacists Steve and Alicia Dawson are here to guide you with care, knowledge, and a friendly smile. Whether it's answering your questions, helping you manage prescriptions, or offering advice you can count on, they're always ready to serve. And don't forget, they offer free delivery right here in the area, bringing the care you need straight to your door. McDowell Professional Pharmacy, where experience, trust, and community come together.
Live and local, there's only one. WMDJ.
Colin Hatfield assisted off the field by a couple of assistant coaches after being slow to get up, shaken up by the tackle for a loss by Estill County. 2nd and 11. The jet sweep to Kane Patton left to right and spins across the 40, and he's not going to get much past that. Going to stop his forward progress at the 42, so a gain of 4. And we've seen that play, Steve, go for a lot more than that. Good job by that Estill County front to limit him to a short gain of 4, bringing up 3rd and long.
Yeah, he usually has some good blocking on that edge, especially on that jet sweep. And Estill's been able to cover that and get to the runner. And I tell you what, Hatfield was he was having to be helped off, but he did look like he was trying to put a lot of pressure on that foot or that ankle.
Being tended to on the Prestonsburg bench. 3rd and 7, Black Cats at their own 42-yard line. 2 receivers out to the left. Johnson rolls to his left, looking to throw it. He throws it off his back foot, and it is batted away by the Estill County defense, intended for Brady Allen, guarded by Manus.
Who
and
else?
brings up a 4th down in a punting situation for the Black Cats.
That was great defense there by Manus, and drop back coverage. As he's more of a linebacker, but I guess he can play both, but especially in the secondary as well. And great deflection there as Brady Allen kind of had a beat on that throw and just wasn't able to contain it.
Well, you wonder if the timing was off, because when the ball was snapped, all receivers out there were standing still. I don't know if they were maybe snapped it before everyone was ready or what, but nonetheless brings up a 4th and 7. And the ball is punted away by Barron Kraft, and it's a good one. Fielded at the 23-yard line, and that's going to be where Estill takes over as Hunter Brigham called for the fair catch. And we'll see the Engineer offense back out on the field for the 2nd time.
That was a big hold right there by the Estill defense to give their offense another shot to see if they can move the ball down the field. They started out a little successful first drive. See what they can do this 2nd drive. Let's go ahead and serenade us, man. Let's go ahead.
That's all right. 1st and 10, Engineers. 2 minutes to play first quarter at their own 23-yard line. 4 receivers for Brody Manus in shotgun. Takes a snap. It's a good one. Drops back to pass. Rolls to his right. He's got a clean pocket. He's going to keep it and run. Gets across the 30 and dives across the 35-yard line for a 1st down up to the 36-yard line of Estill County. A big pickup for Brody Manus on the QB scramble.
And that's the threat he possesses or presents. Nothing. He can't find nothing passing the ball. He's going to use his legs and is able to get another set of downs.
14-yard run or scramble for Manus on 1st down. And there's a whistle before the snap, and all 4 defensive linemen for Prestonsburg jumped, and that's going to be a 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, it's
and
offsides
we'll
on
ball
everybody
across
there.
the 40.
Offsides on the Black Cats.
1:28 to play first quarter. Prestonsburg on top of visiting Estill County 6-0. Engineers punted on their first drive, looking to get the ball back into Black Cat territory, facing a 1st and 5 from their own 42. 2 receivers each way. Manus again in shotgun, man in motion. That's Bingham. He gets the handoff up the middle, and he's going to be taken down for a loss. Nice job that time. Logan Stumbo, Brody Hicks, and also in there on the tackle, Tyler Stevens.
I mean, that was a very physical tackle, the way they grabbed him by the jersey, and he didn't have no chance on that one.
It looked like he may have had a little bit of space, but good job by those 3 to get the hand on the jersey and not let him escape. Brings up a 2nd and 5. Fast-moving Engineer offense going primarily from the spread so far in this first quarter. Manus, play action fake, and he's going to fumble the football. It's picked up, and Prestonsburg was running the other way. That was Clay Runyon on the fumble recovery.
Who else?
And Prestonsburg's going to take over inside the Estill County 30.
Who else? Clay Runyon. We've said his name a lot the last couple of weeks. He had a huge hit against the Leslie County player a couple of weeks ago. Had a big-time game over at Mark County, 2 picks and a pick 6 on top of that, and now a forced fumble. And I couldn't really see who was on the recovery, but
Runyon was on the recovery.
Was on recovery, okay.
Manus on the quarterback on the read option was scrambling to the left and got tripped up and looked like he tried to reach the ball out to gain a couple of extra yards and just lost it. And Prestonsburg takes over at the Estill County 30 with 31 seconds to play here in the first quarter. 3 backs behind Johnson under center, and there's some movement.
That's going to be
on
offense.
False start against the Black Cats. That'll back him up to the 35-yard line.
So you force a turnover, gain momentum, get the ball back, and commit a penalty. False start here on Prestonsburg. We're moving back 5 with 31 seconds left here in the first.
Clay Runyon's made a living delivering some big hits in that secondary, but that time scooped up a fumble and nearly returned it had he broken a tackle. Under center, Johnson hands it off to the first man through the fullback, and on the carry was Brody Hicks. He got it across the 30 up to the 28 for a gain of 7 on first down, and that might be the final play of the first quarter.
Yep, it will be.
And it will be. We're one quarter in the books. Prestonsburg driving, leading 6-0 on visiting Estill County. Second quarter coming up in 60 seconds. You're listening and watching FM 100 Sports.
Want to know the secret to a healthy smile? You won't find it in a bottle. The secret is found in simple, everyday brushing, flossing, and regular checkups with Martin Dentistry. Recently voted as the best dentist in Floyd County, Dr. Stacy Martin offers preventative general dentistry treatments and checkups to patients of all ages. Martin Dentistry would like to thank their patients for their trust, and they look forward to serving you for years to come. Call for an appointment, 285-9444 for Martin Dentistry.
This is Douglas Ray Hall, your Floyd County Circuit Clerk. For over 25 years, I've been promoting and praising our local athletes. That behind every athlete, there's a team, but it's not just coaches and teammates. It's parents who wake up early for practice, grandparents who cheer the loudest every game, and family members who stand by through every victory and defeat. They give their time, their energy, and their endless support, shaping the hearts and the minds of the next generation. To the parents, grandparents, and families of our athletes, thank you. We are forever grateful. Douglas Ray Hall, your Circuit Court Clerk.
Live and local, there's only one. WMDJ.
We appreciate Bella Grace watching. She says, go Estill County. We appreciate all those Engineer fans tuning in tonight. It's a long way for those Engineers to travel from Irvine. 2nd and 8 Black Cats to start the second quarter at the Estill County 28-yard line. A.J. Johnson under center, turns, gives it to the second man through. That's Patton. Breaks through one tackle, spins away from another, gets the first down across the 15-yard line out of bounds at the Estill County 10. Brings up a 1st and goal after the 18-yard run by Kane Patton.
That's what we're accustomed to seeing. That's what we're accustomed to seeing with Kane Patton, being able to initiate that first contact, be able to break out and break loose. And pretty close. It could have been a personal foul there as the play was over. It was almost a horse tackle or a horse collar. Could have been, but nevertheless, a 1st and goal here for Prestonsburg.
Broke one tackle, spun away from another, sets up a 1st and goal for the Black Cats at the Estill County 10. Johnson under center, turns, gives it again to Patton, going off to the left, and Patton's going to go into the end zone for another Prestonsburg touchdown.
Just broke loose to the left right there and got in for another easy score, and that's what his 21st rushing touchdown on the year.
21st rushing touchdown gives Prestonsburg a 12-0 lead. A McDowell Professional Pharmacy touchdown, more than 3 decades of serving Floyd County, a name you know and trust, McDowell Professional Pharmacy. An update from Floyd Central. Thank you, Miss Jenny Buck. Floyd Central on top of Fleming County 16-15 late in the first quarter. 2-point conversion is good, and Prestonsburg leads at 14-0. 11:24 to play in the second quarter. Back in 60 seconds on FM 100 Sports.
For over 30 years, the attorneys at Mocha Nunnery Law Office have chosen to fight for injured individuals rather than companies, standing up for the rights of folks just like you. The combined experience of Tom Moak, B.D. Nunnery, and Jacob Moak will fight for you, whether you've been injured in an auto accident, personal injury claim, workers' compensation, Social Security, or have a federal black lung case. Injuries are life-changing. Let Mocha Nunnery help you move forward. Call 886-1515 for Mocha Nunnery Law Office, Prestonsburg, Pikeville, Hazzard. When you walk into Howard Family Pharmacy, you'll always find someone you know and trust.
Hi, this is Wes.
Hey, it's Tiffany.
Hello, this is Jonna.
Hey there, this is Stacy.
If your current pharmacy is going out of business, or if you're just tired of dealing with the big chain pharmacies and mail order companies, then Howard Family Pharmacy is here for you, providing the kind of care you can count on from people who truly care. Howard Family Pharmacy of Allen and Eastern, where it's always about family.
Live and local, there's only one. WMDJ.
14-0 Prestonsburg after a Kane Patton touchdown run and a Barron Craft 2-point conversion. Black Cats try the squib kick, and it's going to be fielded by the Engineers, and they'll take over just across their own 40-yard line. A lot of chippiness going on already, and Estill County takes over at their own 41. Again, an update from Eastern. Floyd Central on top of visiting Fleming County 16-15 late in the first quarter.
From the 41-yard line.
We'll see this Estill County offense. Trips to the left for Manus, who's still in shotgun. One receiver to the right, one back in the backfield with him. 1st and 10 Estill, 11-19 to play second quarter. It's a high snap. Manus corrals it, and he's just going to keep it and roll with it. He's brought down for a big loss on the play. And the man to bring him down after all of that was Tyler Stevens. It's going to go down as a loss of 9 yards on the bad snap.
So literally the last 2 plays in a row for Estill have been a fumble and then a high snap and a big-time loss, moving them back.
2nd and Lancer from the Estill 32. Manus in shotgun, 3 receivers to the left. Quick pass that's caught, and down at the spot of the catch was Hayden Mans across the 35 out to the 36, a short pickup.
It didn't get much. We got the Michael Myers theme on the 3rd down music here. That's pretty cool.
A pickup of 5 out to the 32. Third and long, Engineers. 2 receivers each way for Manus. Clean snap, looks to his right. Scanning the field, now rolls to his right. Looking downfield, and it's nearly intercepted. And Brody Hicks was the only guy who had a chance to make the catch.
And he
just across the 45, and I think he knew it. He
just
tried
looked
to
away
take off before he secured the catch.
He just looked away right at the last second because he's seen all kinds of green in front of him. And man, I'll tell you what, that would have just added to his night already here in this first half. But at least he was able to, not necessarily break up the pass, but nearly had an interception, but forcing Estill County punt here on 4th down.
So 3 Estill County offensive possessions. We've seen 2 punts and a lost fumble. Facing a 4th and 15. It's a short punt, might have been tipped. Bounces at the 50, and will take a somewhat fortunate bounce out to the Prestonsburg 45 before it's down by Peyton Brumbaugh. And about a 20-yard punt. And that's where the Black Cats will take over with 9:51 to play here in the second quarter, already up 14-0.
So Prestonsburg, Josh, really starting to get in a rhythm on the offensive side due to their defense giving them all these possessions. So, and, you know, they're going to be leaning a lot more on Patton since Hatfield seen him trying to get loose here a while ago, but I think his night may be over.
Well, you don't want to risk anything with the playoffs looming next Friday night. Johnson in shotgun, hands it to the fullback through, and, well, so much for that. Well, that's Drake Hatfield.
Drake Hatfield, that's Colin's brother.
Hand off to Drake Hatfield. He's going to get across, or right at the 50, so a pickup of 5 on 1st down.
But you know, Josh, you talk about Colin Hatfield and the production he's had this season and how much he has meant to this offense. You lose him, and you've got Drake Hatfield. He hasn't had he's more of a defensive guy, but he has been capable of producing on the offensive side as well.
Drake Hatfield, just 20 carries on the year for 153 yards. Has been more of a defender this season. Fakes it to Hatfield, now the end around to Patton. Picks up a 1st down and more.
He's
Patton
gone.
Across the 30, across the 20, 10, touchdown, Hurricane.
Well, you
50 yards.
What a play call. I mean, that was just the end around on the reverse. I thought Hatfield had the ball on the initial handoff there, but able to give him the Patton the rock there on that end around. And the way he shifted, because he went to the left and he cut back to the right, and once he got to the right and seen that open lane, he was gone.
Had one man to beat, and that was Bingham, the safety, and he wasn't catching Kane Patton in open field. Patton's 2nd rushing touchdown. He's now up to 95 yards on 7 carries. His last 3 runs have been for 18, 10, and 50.
Jeez.
2-point conversion. Johnson's going to keep it himself. Following Hicks, and he bounces it to the outside 3 separate times. He gets it across, and it's 22-0 Black Cats, just like that, with 9:04 to play in the second quarter. Back in 60 seconds on FM 100 Sports.
Kentucky Farm Bureau has provided folks in the Bluegrass with quality insurance and dependable service since 1943. As your local agent, John Greer Hunt is proud to serve the Floyd County community and to help get the right protection for your home, auto, life, or business. For a free quote, call John Greer Hunt today, 606-791-2122, or stop by the office at 1288 South Lake Drive in Prestonsburg and ask to speak to John. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment. Want to know the secret to a healthy smile? You won't find it in a bottle. The secret is found in simple, everyday brushing, flossing, and regular checkups with Martin Dentistry. Recently voted as the best dentist in Floyd County, Dr. Stacy Martin offers preventative general dentistry treatments and checkups to patients of all ages. Martin Dentistry would like to thank their patients for their trust, and they look forward to serving you for years to come. Call for an appointment, 285-9444 for Martin Dentistry.
Live and local, there's only one. WMDJ.
22-0 Prestonsburg. 9:04 to play, second quarter against visiting Estill County. Making the long drive from Irvine. Kick by Clay Runyon is going to take a Prestonsburg bounce up to the 19-yard line. Fielded by Manus, and he's going to get just barely across the 20 before being brought down by Brady Allen.
And honestly, he was really lucky because he didn't have full possession of that ball. And when Allen came in, he tried to strip him. But nevertheless, a nice kickoff and just backed up to their own 20 now. And what we've seen the last couple of possessions for Estill, it's been rough sledding for them offensively. See if they can try to get something going here. But this Prestonsburg defense, they are just locking down right now.
You were right a moment ago. It was a slow start for the offense, but this defense, 2 punts and a recovered fumble, have really kind of put a spark into the offensive side for the Black Cats. Now the defense back out on the field. Trips to the right for Manus at his own 21-yard line. He's going to keep it, and he might get a yard as he falls across the line of scrimmage. And several Black Cats there to bring him down after a short gain.
And we talked about the numbers that Manus has put up so far this season, and I don't know, just the other teams they played, I'm sure have had some pretty stout defenses, but I mean, I'm telling you what, they're keeping them in check right now. This Peaburg defense is.
Gain of 1 officially brings up 2nd and 9 Engineers. Only 2 first downs so far this half for Estill County. Shotgun for the junior Manus, rolls to his left. Throws across his body. He's got his receiver, Bingham.
He's got some room.
He's got some room down the far sideline across the 50.
He might go.
Bingham. Can Patton catch him? And Patton's going to chase him down across the 15-yard line of Peaburg. A big gain for Estill County. And Hunter Bingham sets up the Engineers just outside the red zone at the Prestonsburg 12-yard line.
And that was a great throw by Manus. That was like a sidearm, like something like Patrick Mahomes in the NFL. I mean, just sidearm, cross his body, whatever you want to say. That was an unbelievable throw. And found one of his top targets at Bingham. And like I said, he had some room right about the 45. And Drake Hatfield, you got to give it to him. Nice hustle to run him down. But a great opportunity here for Estill in the red zone.
A gain of 65 yards down to the Prestonsburg 12. Manus in shotgun. Hands it off to his fullback Griggs, who's going to get a short pickup, maybe up to the 10. And it's going to be a short gain of 2 on first down for the fullback Griggs. 2nd and 8 from the 10.
And you really talk about this Prestonsburg defense. They haven't really given up a lot of big plays this season, and that's one of the few right there that they have.
2nd and 8 Estill County. 7:15 to play, second quarter. Down 22-0 to Prestonsburg. Manus, the read option, is going to keep it. Across the 10, across the 5, near the first down marker at the 8. We'll see where the spot is. I'm sure it's going to be the 2. And they're going to
mark it third down, looks like.
They're going to mark it 3rd and short, just outside the 3-yard line.
I was going to say, he was really close to getting that first down. And, you know, Estill obviously here in 4-down territory.
3rd and scoreboard says 1. It might be more of a half. At the Prestonsburg 3. 6:30 to play. Estill County on the door of the end zone and a flag before the snap. And are we going to get encroachment on Prestonsburg?
Yeah. It's an automatic
it's going
first
to be
down.
a first down. So that'll make it half the distance to the goal. It will result in a first down. So Estill County, first and goal from inside the Black Cat 2. And what a spark it was on second and long from Brody Manus to Hunter Bingham, his favorite target. Bingham, 47 catches, 600 yards coming into tonight. His first catch resulted in 65. Manus, the QB keeper, and gets it across the goal line for an Estill County touchdown.
Manus on the keeper for the Engineers.
And that was just simple. Sure, what Estill fans are accustomed to all season, just seeing Manus finish the job off there and got Estill on the board.
Another McDowell Professional Pharmacy touchdown, more than 3 decades of serving Floyd County, a name you know and trust, McDowell Professional Pharmacy. On to it, they're going to go for 2. They've got a really good kicker in Seth Hurst, 23 of 26 this season in point afters.
Wow.
They're going to go for 2. Manus to throw the ball, and
there was a lot of contact on that one, but
intended for Brumbaugh, and like you, I thought there was a lot of contact.
Yeah, Brady Allen was right behind him.
Logan Stumbo out there in coverage, and the 2-point try is no good. So the score stays 22-6. Prestonsburg on top of the Engineers. 6:15 to play, second quarter. Back in 60 on FM 100 Sports.
While you're doing whatever it is you do, we're testing, retesting, engineering, and re-engineering to keep up with you. We run together.
Is your unit down? Not working like it should? Don't put off repairs to your HVAC system. Call the professionals at Elliott Heating and Cooling. 606-437-7368. One call and your worries are gone. Elliott Heating and Cooling.
It's hard to stop a train. Make your dream home a reality with Solid Rock Development. Dedicated to providing premier customer service with unparalleled workmanship, Solid Rock Development will exceed your expectations. Keep you up to date on the status of your construction project while meeting your deadlines. Using only the highest quality building supplies and equipment, Solid Rock Development will construct a home built to last for generations. Call 606-371-4807 for Solid Rock Development in Garrett, or find Solid Rock on Facebook.
Live and local, there's only one. WMDJ.
22-6. Estill County trailing Prestonsburg following the Engineers' touchdown. Squib kick by Estill County, fielded across the 35, and will just go to a knee as Brady Allen, shy of the Prestonsburg 35 at the 34-yard line. So that's where the Black Cat offense will set up shop at the 6-minute mark here in the second quarter.
And shout out to Joey Hicks on our Facebook live stream, watching from Bardstown, Kentucky, Petersburg class of 81. Go Black Cats. Thank you, Joey, all the way in Bardstown for tuning in tonight.
I hear Bardstown is quite beautiful.
It is
one of the top small towns in the nation.
Well, it's been a long time. I went there when I was younger, but just remembering just how beautiful it was. It was just a very, very, just like I said, quaint small town, and a lot of history there as well.
1st and 10, Black Cats. 2 receivers to the right for Johnson and shotgun, 1 to the left, and a lot of movement at the line of scrimmage. And
no, got a timeout before that. So
by Wes Hager. 5:53 to play, second quarter. 22-6. Prestonsburg on top of Estill County. This on-field timeout brought to you by Parkview Pharmacy at Minnie. Pharmacists Valerie Akers and Shannon Turner and their staff will always take time out to help you with your medications. Take time out for your health care and visit Parkview Pharmacy at Minnie. So a big play by Estill County. Brody Manus to Hunter Bingham. 65 yards. The Engineers score to make it 22-16. It's now a 2-possession game. We'll see how this Black Cat offense responds, and not a great start on the ensuing drive, having to call a timeout before you run a play.
Yeah, you definitely don't want that if you're Coach Hager, especially with how much they've got going here midway through this, or a little over midway through this second quarter. And you know they want to keep the ball rolling, especially running the ball with Patton, and see what they can do with Gray Catfield as well, now that he's kind of probably going to be getting the brunt of the carries that Colin would get. So timeout, but I guess you needed to call the timeout. But they got lucky that they did due to the ton of movement on that offensive line.
An update from Eastern, Fleming County 23, Floyd Central 22.
Close game.
Midway through that second quarter up there on the hill at Berea Athletic Complex. 1st and 10, Black Cats at their own 34-yard line. Handoff goes to Patton out of the shotgun and is going to get near the 40. Is going to be just shy at about the 39. So a pickup of 5 on first down for Patton. His shortest run in a while. That does bring him up to an even 100 on the night on 8 carries. So for the season, give him 1,524 rushing yards and 22 touchdowns. Not too shabby.
It's impressive. Just, 10 games, it's amazing.
2nd and 5, Black Cats. Heavy formation, Johnson under center. Gives it to the first man through.
Look here. It's Kraft.
That's Kraft.
Whoa, what a stiff arm.
Runs over
my goodness. My goodness.
And is brought down inside the Estill 10.
Wow.
What a run by Baron Kraft. Doing his best beast mode impression here on Halloween.
50 yards, they said. I mean, he was got down, to at least the 3 or maybe inside. I'd say he might have stepped out of bounds further back, but.
52 yards on the run by Baron Kraft.
I know you might be the only one to get this reference, or maybe a few, but that looked like Billingsley on Friday Night Lights right there.
Oh. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. That's right.
1st and goal, Black Cats at the Estill County 9-yard line. Johnson, let's give it to him again to Kraft. He can't quite get back to the 5. It's going to be a short gain of 2, maybe 3. Going to be on the shorter end of that. 2nd and goal from the 7.
They're wanting him to finish the job here, get that touchdown. He earned it on that run right there. That stiff arm right about the 30-yard line. Man, that was something.
And he about had another one at about the 12, but got shoved out of bounds. 2nd and goal from the 7 for Prestonsburg. 4:10 to play, second quarter. On top, 22-6 on Estill County. Johnson turns, gives it to Patton. Stutter step, and
it's going to be close.
Going to dive close. I think he's going to be about a half a yard short.
It looked like he may have got in, but the refs are signaling not. So it's going to set up a 3rd and goal here.
3rd and goal from about a half a length of a football. You've got about 6 options you can go with here. You've got Brody Hicks.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Drake Hatfield. Baron Kraft, let him finish it off.
Yeah, got to. Let him finish it off. Since they're at this close now, there was a nice run there by Patton. Let him finish the job here.
You've got Hicks and Kraft in at fullback.
Or even that.
Johnson's going to quick snap it and just
snap
run it in. And
that works
touchdown
too.
Prestonsburg.
Yeah. Nobody expected that.
No.
However you can get it, go ahead and get it. But I think Johnson's name was the only one we didn't say out of the options they had there. But nevertheless, another touchdown for Prestonsburg.
A McDowell Professional Pharmacy touchdown, a name you've known and trusted for more than 30 years in Floyd County. McDowell Professional Pharmacy. 28-6 Prestonsburg. 3:27 to play, second quarter. They're going to go for 2. Heavy set for the Black Cats. 2 tight ends, 2 fullbacks, and Patton back there at running back. Johnson's going to QB keep it, and he gets in for the 2-point conversion. 30-6, Prestonsburg. 3:27 to play, first half. Back in 60 seconds on FM 100 Sports.
What is it about golf that draws you to it? Is it the morning dew, rising off the course, or the majestic beauty that captures your heart? Is it the challenge of playing a game that can't be won? Or is it the relationships and the stories that will last a lifetime? Plan your trip now to Stonecrest Golf Course in Prestonsburg. Visit them at stonecrestgolfcourse.com.
Hey, are you stuck with a carrier that doesn't get you? Yeah, we get it. So at Appalachian Wireless, switching is easy and way more rewarding. With our promotions, you can port your number, grab incredible savings, and enjoy a service that feels a little bit more like home. Plus, we've got the latest devices and a team that's here just for you. So why settle? Visit us online or stop by one of our many retail locations today to see why we're the region's best network. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
Live and local, there's only one. WMDJ.
3:27 to play first half here at Black Cat Stadium. Prestonsburg on top of Estill County, 30-6. Squib kick up the middle, fielded at the 32-yard line by Estill County, and not much going there for Logan Lear. And Estill takes over at their own 32-yard line. Touchdown drive on their last possession, Stephen, of course, accompanied by that big play from Manus to Bingham, 65 yards through the air on what was a great play design.
It was.
And kind of makes you think what this game would look like if it wasn't 2 punts and a lost fumble their first 3 possessions.
Yeah, I mean, they obviously have the ability to move the ball and get some big plays, so see what they can do here to try to maybe get some points before half.
Manus back in shotgun, 1st and 10 at his own 32. There's a free rusher coming and brought down Kane Patton. No one saw him coming, and Manus was not able to escape quick enough. A loss of 3 on the play after the sack by Patton.
And that's sack number 2 on the season, and I think you may have mentioned we've ran out of words to say about that, but, man, he came in hot on that one. Get another sack here for this Prestonsburg defense.
And Manus saw him coming. It wasn't from the blind side. He just wasn't able to get himself going quick enough to escape.
That was impressive.
2nd and 13, 29-yard line. Estill going in the wrong direction as we're now under 3 minutes to play in the first half. Looking to his right out of shotgun, lets it fly. Far sideline, it's incomplete off the fingertips of Bingham. And right there in coverage for Prestonsburg.
I think it might have been Patton again.
That's Hyden.
No, Sam Hyden, okay.
Sam Hyden, the freshman.
Hyden was over there. And get some nice lessons from Clay Runyon. That was a nice hit right there. That ball was thrown a long way to the far side, and it was up a little high. Bingham looked like he had the catch, but a great defensive play to break it up there by Hyden.
3rd and 13. 3rd and long. Trips to the right. Man in motion for Estill County. That's Mans. Manus dropping back. Clean pocket. Rolls to his left. He's going to keep it. And he's going to be tackled well short of the first down. Across the 40 at the 41.
Here it's probably 4-down territory right here.
So it's a pickup of 12 and a better spot than I thought. Going to bring up 4th and 2.
Yeah, nearing the 2-minute mark here. I think Estill going to go for it, try to keep this drive going. So a big-time play right here for this Prestonsburg defense. Try to get the ball back before halftime.
3 receivers lined up to the right. Manus communicating the play to his teammates already lined up.
10 on the game clock or play clock here, so better hurry.
4th and 2, under 2 to play first half. Manus with a clean shotgun snap. Slaughter, the slant route's caught. That's Hayden Mans across the 45 of Prestonsburg, and a big first down pass will set up Estill County at the Prestonsburg 44-yard line.
I'll tell you what, there was little time left on the play clock there. So there's a nice little play for Estill, even in scramble mode, to get the first down to keep the drive going.
A gain of 16 yards on 4th and 2. Gives the Engineers a new set of downs. Shotgun snap, looking to his right. Manus lets it go. Another high throw off the fingertips again of Bingham.
Yeah.
And the ball's just sailing a little bit. That time, Hyden and Hicks in coverage.
And even though Bingham had his hands on the last one before the Hyden hit, he could have caught that, but that was just jarred loose. But that one right there was just on him. So he had an easy catch, just wasn't able to haul it in.
And you're right, Manus throwing to the far sideline. That's a really long throw to have to make. Nice job, though, by Hyden to close quickly on coverage. 2nd and 10. Manus, quick out to Bingham at the 40. Going backwards, makes nice. 2 men missing before it gets shoved out of bounds. at the 38-yard line. So a nice pickup of 6 brings up a 3rd and short.
And it just goes to tell you right there, Manus, the trust that he has of Bingham and the chemistry they've developed this season. As he's dropped a couple of passes here on this drive alone, but he's going to keep going back to him, and he delivered right there, set up a manageable 3rd down.
Well, Manus has alternated completions and misses his first 9 attempts, and if the pattern's any indication and he passes, it's going to be a miss. 3rd and 4 at the Prestonsburg 38 for Estill County. Manus rolling to his left, lets it fly, and it's caught on the near sideline by Kaiser Cheney. 1st down and then some, near the 20-yard line, out of bounds at the 22.
So, Josh, we talked about it on this drive, along the opening of this drive. Just the way they've moved the ball the last 2 possessions, you got to think this may be a different game if they wouldn't have had a couple of punts and a turnover, as they have been moving the ball very effectively in the passing.
A gain of 16 yards from Manus to Cheney. Again, resets the downs for Estill County at the Prestonsburg 22. 1:14 to play in the first half. Estill down 30-6. They deferred, so they'll get the football to start the 3rd quarter. Manus rolling to his right, lets it fly. Caught by Bingham. What a grab at the 10. 1st down at the 8, sets up a 1st and goal. A big pickup of 14 yards.
And there was a lot of traffic right there, too, as a defender was coming in for Prestonsburg to try to intercept that pass. And just a great catch by Bingham to haul that one in.
And a timeout called by head coach Austin Moore of Estill County. This timeout on the field brought to you by Parkview Pharmacy. Pharmacist Valerie Akers, Shannon Turner, and their staff will always take time out for your medications. Take time out for your health care and visit Parkview Pharmacy at Minnie. And Steve Bingham went up to make that catch. He left his feet and went into the air, and it's almost like he brought the ball down and kind of shielded himself, anticipating a hit, and somehow spun out of it all in one motion and was able to get a couple of extra yards out of it.
And the Prestonsburg defender was going up for the interception as well. I think they were going at the same time, but like you said, he just beat him to it, got a few yards, and was able to get the 1st down. So Estill here in a prime opportunity to score right before half. See if their defense, if they score, if their defense can get a hold. And like you said, they get the ball to start the second half. So could be some interesting turn of events here.
Brody Manus, 7 of 11 passing for 133 yards. He's distributed the ball pretty evenly amongst Kaiser Cheney, Hayden Manns, and Hunter Bingham. Trips to the right, 1st and goal at the Prestonsburg 8. Manus, the swing route over the head of Bingham. A beautifully designed passing play, and just overshot his intended receiver Bingham at the goal line, brings up 2nd and goal.
That was just a great little wheel route there by Bingham, and he was wide open, and just a misread by Manus. And a big break right there for the Prestonsburg defense.
2nd and goal now from the 8. .54 seconds to play, first half. Prestonsburg 30, Estill County 6. Engineers, though, on the door, inside the red zone. Manus, shotgun snap. Quick hit, right side. It's caught shy of the goal line by Cheney, and he's going to be wrapped up and tackled out of bounds shy of the goal at the 2-yard line.
And that was a great tackle right there by Sam Hyden. It was just a basic curl route right there by Kaiser, and he was held right at the 2-yard line. So here's be a bend but don't break moment for Prestonsburg defense as Estill uses another timeout.
Another on-field timeout brought to you by Parkview Pharmacy at Minnie. And Sam Hyden is such a – we've watched a couple of games now. He leads the team in interceptions as a freshman. He's a good physical kid, and his anticipation is really impressive.
Yeah, for a freshman.
He gives a little bit of space at the snap and has some really good closing speed, some really good instincts and anticipation. And that time it was evident the pass was caught by Cheney, and Hyden was able to close quickly and get him out of bounds at the 2, bringing up a 3rd and goal.
And obviously a ball hawk as well with the 4 interceptions, but him and Runyon just complement each other so well with his style of play and Runyon's hard-hitting play as well.
3rd and goal from the 2. Pistol for Manus. He's going to take it himself, and he can't sidestep the defender. brought down on a loss of 1 back to the 3. And I think that might have been Kraft, the first man in there for the loss.
Estill going to use her final timeout here. Josh, this is a big one right here, 4th down. See what Prestonsburg can do. If they can hold them here, that's going to be a big shift going into halftime. You know, of course, they'd want to go into halftime 30-6, and whether it be 30-12 or even 14. So we'll see what happens here.
Judy Hooker watching from Lexington, Kentucky, the great-grandmother of Drake and Colin.
Okay.
Judy, we appreciate you tuning in. They are a joy to cover.
Yes, thank you, Judy, for tuning in. And we've got 2 great young men out there representing this football team in this school very well with Drake and Colin. Hopefully Colin will be okay with the injury he sustained earlier. And Drake has really stepped in well on the offensive side. But 2 great young men. Thank you for tuning in with us.
4th and goal from the 3 for Estill County. 41 seconds to play in the half. They just used their final timeout. 2 receivers each way for Manus. The field is shrinking. Rolling to his left, lets it fly, and it's caught by Bingham.
What a catch.
What a grab by Hunter Bingham on the near sideline in the end zone.
Oh, that was a huge, huge play right there on 4th and goal. And a nice rollout by Manus and found his go-to guy. And we talked about the trust he has in him. And it paid off right there, getting the touchdown.
I don't know what more Barrett Hunter could have done in coverage on that play. The ball was perfectly thrown. The only guy to make a grab on it was Bingham, and he did. Touchdown, Estill County. Another McDowell Professional Pharmacy touchdown, a name you've known and trusted for 30 years in Floyd County, McDowell Professional Pharmacy. 2-point conversion. Manus rolling to his right. Gets some good blocking by Griggs. He's going to run it across the goal line for the 2-point conversion. And Estill County has cut the Prestonsburg lead now in half, 30. I thought it was 15, 30-14. Prestonsburg on top of Estill County with 36 seconds to play in the half. We'll take a 60-second break and come right back. It's FM 100.
For over 30 years, the attorneys at Mocha Nunnery Law Office have chosen to fight for injured individuals rather than companies, standing up for the rights of folks just like you. The combined experience of Tom Moak, Beatty Nunnery, and Jacob Moak will fight for you, whether you've been injured in an auto accident, personal injury claim, workers' compensation, Social Security, or have a federal black lung case. Injuries are life-changing. Let Mocha Nunnery help you move forward. Call 886-1515 for Mocha Nunnery Law Office, Prestonsburg, Pikeville, Hansard. When you walk into Howard Family Pharmacy, you'll always find someone you know and trust.
Hi, this is Wes.
Hey, it's Tiffany.
Hello, this is Jonna.
Hey there, this is Stacy.
If your current pharmacy is going out of business, or if you're just tired of dealing with the big chain pharmacies and mail order companies, then Howard Family Pharmacy is here for you, providing the kind of care you can count on from people who truly care. Howard Family Pharmacy of Allen and Eastern, where it's always about family.
Live and local, there's only one. WMDJ.
A 3-yard scoring strike from Brody Manus to Hunter Bingham on 4th and goal. Gives Estill County another touchdown. They trail Prestonsburg 30-14 with 36 seconds remaining here in the first half. Seth Hurst will kick it away for Estill. Engineers will receive the third quarter kickoff. Kick is a squib kick by the lefty. It's fielded at the 36-yard line by Brady Allen. Rolls to his right. Gets a couple of good blocks and cannot escape the tackle.
I'll tell you what,
of Kaiser Cheney across the 40-yard line.
He had a lane. He had an open lane there, but that was a great tackle by Cheney to bring that to an end. But if you're Prestonsburg here, got 31 seconds, 2 timeouts left, and with the the home run threat with Patton, what do you do? Are you content with a 16-point halftime lead and Estill getting the ball to start the third quarter, or do you maybe take a couple of shots?
We'll see if they see what they can get on first down. 31 seconds to play. They do have 2 timeouts. Empty backfield for Johnson. 2 receivers each way and a tight end. Looks to his left. looking to throw the ball, throws it deep.
Oh, he's got him.
Patton
Oh,
wide
my
open
gosh.
at the 22-yard
Oh.
line. Makes a defender miss at the 10 and is going to stroll into the end
Wow.
zone, but there's a flag in the backfield.
Yep, that's
back
normally
near
holding.
the line of scrimmage.
So, yep, Estill County players are come on back.
But that doesn't negate the stiff arm
The stiff
that
arm.
Patton delivered at the 10-yard line.
And literally walked in the end zone, but I think this was going to come all the way back. Man, that's a tough blow for
Judging by
Prestonsburg.
the scramble and the
Yes.
way that Johnson kind of kept the play alive,
Yeah.
it is holding on Prestonsburg.
Yep.
So wipe
He
it
had
off
him,
the
man.
board.
And I'd say that'll probably do it. He'd take one big shot and had it, and that penalty will be a tough blow, but I'd say that'll probably do it here for the first half.
Took 11 seconds off the clock. It's down to 20. The ball is going to be spotted back at the 34-yard line after the 10-yard holding penalty. Brings up first and El Rodeo for Prestonsburg.
My gosh. I love El Rodeo.
We'll see what the Black Cats decide to do. They still have 2 timeouts, but the clock just at 20 seconds. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left.
They're going
Pat now goes in
back
motion
again.
to the slot. Johnson gets a good block by Adams, rolls to his right, throwing deep. He's got Barrett
They had
Hunter
him.
too far out of bounds. Incomplete. Clock stopped at 14 seconds.
He
That's
had
a
him.
tough throw to make.
Yeah, he was on the run, on the move there, and Hunter, he had him, but he just kind of threw it a little too deep, and would have been catchable anyway. So
Throwing to the near sideline. You had a safety there. You
Yeah.
had a corner there. The window not very big. It would have been a tough throw. Barrett had some space, but incomplete nonetheless. Johnson now 0 of 2 passing the football. Brings up 2nd and 20. 14 seconds on the clock. Some late subs coming in for Prestonsburg. Hunter and Hayden go out. And a timeout called by the Black Cats.
I think that might have been just trying to get the guys off the field there. That's going to be close to another penalty.
Non-field timeout brought to you by Parkview Pharmacy at Minnie. Pharmacist Valerie Akers, Shannon Turner, and their staff will always take time out for your medications. They advise you to take time out for your health care and visit Parkview Pharmacy at Minnie. Coming up at the half, your halftime report brought to you by Floyd County Circuit Court Clerk Douglas Ray Hall. We'll run down first half statistics. We'll also travel back in time for this date in Floyd County football history to, on my sheet, I want to say 1952. And we do. And we will look at, you brought up in pregame, all-time greats. We'll talk about one coming up at the break.
1952?
1952.
I wasn't there that night. I had other commitments. So
Trick-or-treating?
Yeah, trick-or-treating.
October 31st, 1952. The first undefeated regular season was a couple of years later, 1954, but we'll talk about one of the all-time greats in both football and basketball here at Prestonsburg. On that game, what was that?
Long time ago.
73 years ago?
73 years ago,
Is that
yeah.
right?
No.
Is my Allen mathing?
Yes.
2nd and 20, Black Cats. 14 seconds on the first half clock. Johnson, open backfield. Avoids one defender. Rolling to his right. Being
Gotta
chased.
do something with it.
Throwing it deep downfield, and it is batted away out of bounds by Manus with 6
We got
seconds
a
on
flag,
the clock.
flag right here way back in the backfield.
And there is a flag back at the 37-yard line.
There might have been a holding on the play, but we'll see here.
The intended receiver on the play was Drake Hatfield.
Yeah.
And we'll await the official call from the head white hat. Officials conferring with Austin Moore of Estill County to see what he wants to do with the play on the call. An eligible man downfield against the Black Cats. So they'll back it up 5 more yards to the 29.
I think this is the point you just kneel it out.
Was this 3rd and Oxshire, 3rd and Watergap?
Yeah, 3rd and Oxshire. Yeah.
3rd and
We'll go
Oxshire.
Oxshire.
3rd and Oxshire from the 29-yard line.
Give LA some love, lower Oxshire.
Speaking of basketball, Alter had a pretty good player back in the day, Porter Powers.
Porter Powers, one of my coworkers.
Played at Alabama.
Yeah, played at Alabama. One of my coworkers, that was her uncle. She talks about him a lot and just how good he was.
He can hoop it up.
Yeah.
So we'll redo second down, 2nd and 25. 6 seconds to play. Empty backfield for Johnson, 5 wide. Rolling to his right, being chased by Chance East Rollins, lets it fly, and it's caught by Brady Allen, but out of bounds, and that takes us to halftime. Prestonsburg 30, Estill County 14. Engineers will get the football to open up second half, but not before we take a halftime break. 30-14, Prestonsburg leads Estill County at halftime. We'll come back with your halftime report brought to you by Floyd County Circuit Court Clerk Douglas Ray Hall. Back in 3 minutes on FM 100 Sports.
Kentucky Farm Bureau has provided folks in the Bluegrass with quality insurance and dependable service since 1943. As your local agent, John Greer Hunt is proud to serve the Floyd County community and to help get the right protection for your home, auto, life, or business. For a free quote, call John Greer Hunt today, 606-791-2122, or stop by the office at 1288 South Lake Drive in Prestonsburg and ask to speak to John. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
For over 30 years, families in our community have relied on McDowell Professional Pharmacy, a name you know and trust. Pharmacists Steve and Alicia Dawson are here to guide you with care, knowledge, and a friendly smile. Whether it's answering your questions, helping you manage prescriptions, or offering advice you can count on, they're always ready to serve. And don't forget, they offer free delivery right here in the area, bringing the care you need straight to your door. McDowell Professional Pharmacy, where experience, trust, and community come together.
Want to know the secret to a healthy smile? You won't find it in a bottle. The secret is found in simple, everyday brushing, flossing, and regular checkups with Martin Dentistry. Recently voted as the best dentist in Floyd County, Dr. Stacy Martin offers preventative general dentistry treatments and checkups to patients of all ages. Martin Dentistry would like to thank their patients for their trust, and they look forward to serving you for years to come. Call for an appointment, 285-9444 for Martin Dentistry.
This is Douglas Ray Hall, your Floyd County Circuit Clerk. For over 25 years, I've been promoting and praising our local athletes. That behind every athlete, there's a team, but it's not just coaches and teammates. It's parents who wake up early for practice, grandparents who cheer the loudest every game, and family members who stand by through every victory and defeat. They give their time, their energy, and their endless support, shaping the hearts and the minds of the next generation. To the parents, grandparents, and families of our athletes, thank you. We are forever grateful. Douglas Ray Hall, your Circuit Court Clerk.
Defense wins championships, and at Hesterberg Law Firm, we believe a good defense wins cases. This is attorney Tanner Hesterberg. If you're facing legal trouble, you need an attorney to advocate for you in the courtroom. The sooner we get involved in your case, the better the outcome. 606-731-6857 and at hesterberglaw.com. Hesterberg Law Firm, defending Kentucky.
While you're doing whatever it is you do, we're testing, retesting, engineering, and re-engineering to keep up with you. We run together.
Is your unit down? Not working like it should? Don't put off repairs to your HVAC system. Call the professionals at Elliott Heating and Cooling. 606-437-7368. One call and your worries are gone. Elliott Heating and Cooling.
It's hard to stop a train.
Live and local, there's only one. WMDJ.
Welcome back to Josh Francis Field at Black Cat Stadium, where at halftime, Prestonsburg leads visiting Estill County 30-14. Time now for your halftime report, brought to you by Floyd County Circuit Court Clerk Douglas Ray Hall, who always wishes all student athletes in Floyd County nothing but success during the fall season as well as the upcoming winter sports season as well. That's your Floyd County Circuit Court Clerk Douglas Ray Hall. Again, your halftime score 30-14. Prestonsburg on top of Estill County. First, some halftime statistics for the Engineers. Junior quarterback Brody Manus, 9 of 13, passing the football for 142 yards and a touchdown. That touchdown was to Hunter Bingham, 4 catches for 88 yards for the sophomore Bingham. Other receiving numbers, Kaiser Cheney, 3 catches for 34 yards. Hayden Manns, 2 catches for 20 yards. Running the football, the Engineers only 25 rushing yards on 13 carries. That does take into account the sacks that Manus has taken at the quarterback position. Manus is their leading rusher, 10 carries for 17 net yards and a score. He also has lost a fumble, 2 carries for 8 yards for Mason Griggs, and Hunter Bingham had 1 carry for no gain in the first half for Estill County. Estill County got 7 first downs in that first half and committed 1 turnover, the lost fumble by Manus. For Prestonsburg, A.J. Johnson 0 of 3 passing the football, but he does have 2 carries for 14 yards and a touchdown on the ground. Other rushing numbers, Kane Patton, the leading rusher for Preberg, 9 carries, 106 yards, 2 touchdowns, 11.8 yards per carry for the senior Patton. Barron Kraft, 2 carries for 54 yards in the first half. Colin Hatfield, 4 carries for 22 yards and a touchdown. He did go out late in the first quarter. We have not seen him since. Probably, we hope, something just precautionary as the playoffs are looming next week. Brody Hicks, 3 carries for 14 yards. And Drake Hatfield, 1 carry for 5 yards. All in all, Peaburg, 215 rushing yards on 21 carries and 4 touchdowns on the ground for an average of 10.2 yards per carry. Prestonsburg, 6 first downs in the first half, 2 via penalty, and they committed no turnovers in the first 2 quarters. Again, your halftime score, Prestonsburg 30, Estill County 14 at the break. Engineers do get the ball to start the third quarter when play resumes. Coming up on the other side of the break, we'll take a trip back to 1952 and tell you about the Prestonsburg Black Cats and a player that I'm sure you've heard of, but maybe not realize just how good he was on the gridiron. We'll take a look at that and then some in 2 minutes on FM 100 Sports.
Make your dream home a reality with Solid Rock Development. Dedicated to providing premier customer service with unparalleled workmanship, Solid Rock Development will exceed your expectations. Keep you up to date on the status of your construction project while meeting your deadlines. Using only the highest quality building supplies and equipment, Solid Rock Development will construct a home built to last for generations. Call 606-371-4807 for Solid Rock Development in Garrett, or find Solid Rock on Facebook.
What is it about golf that draws you to it? Is it the morning dew, rising off the course, or the majestic beauty that captures your heart? Is it the challenge of playing a game that can't be won? Or is it the relationships and the stories that will last a lifetime? Plan your trip now to Stonecrest Golf Course in Prestonsburg. Visit them at stonecrestgolfcourse.com.
It's fall, y'all, and are you ready to fall into some incredible savings with the region's best network, Appalachian Wireless? Come shop the latest devices at prices you'll love and see how our team can better serve you with plans and promotions that are made just for you. Whether you're upgrading, switching, or just looking for the best service, Appalachian Wireless has you covered. So what are you waiting for? Visit us on the web or stop by one of our many retail locations and take advantage of these amazing fall deals. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
For over 30 years, the attorneys at Mocha Nunnery Law Office have chosen to fight for injured individuals rather than companies, standing up for the rights of folks just like you. The combined experience of Tom Moak, Beatty Nunnery, and Jacob Moak will fight for you, whether you've been injured in an auto accident, personal injury claim, workers' compensation, Social Security, or have a federal black lung case. Injuries are life-changing. Let Mocha Nunnery help you move forward. Call 886-1515 for Mocha Nunnery Law Office, Prestonsburg, Pikeville, Hazard. When you walk into Howard Family Pharmacy, you'll always find someone you know and trust.
Hi, this is Wes.
Hey, it's Tiffany. Hello, this is Jonna. Hey there, this is Stacy.
If your current pharmacy is going out of business, or if you're just tired of dealing with the big chain pharmacies and mail order companies, then Howard Family Pharmacy is here for you, providing the kind of care you can count on from people who truly care. Howard Family Pharmacy of Allen and Eastern, where it's always about family. Kentucky Farm Bureau has provided folks in the Bluegrass with quality insurance and dependable service since 1943. As your local agent, John Greer Hunt is proud to serve the Floyd County community and to help get the right protection for your home, auto, life, or business. For a free quote, call John Greer Hunt today, 606-791-2122, or stop by the office at 1288 South Lake Drive in Prestonsburg and ask to speak to John. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Live and local, there's only one. WMDJ.
Welcome back to Black Cat Stadium. 30-14, your halftime score. Prestonsburg over top of Estill County. An update from Eastern at the half. Fleming County on top of Floyd Central at the half, 31-30.
Shootout.
And one person said neither team can play defense, and that seems to be the case.
Well.
Also, Betsy Lane on top of Leslie County, 23-14. Over in Stanville. If you're watching online, they are recognizing the flag football teams from this past football season here at Prestonsburg, and Charlie Rice does a fantastic job. Cash has played in it the last couple of years, and I obviously am not down there. I want to thank Kyle Ramey for standing in my place, him and Tamea Hall with my black rookie team. A tremendous job for all the coaches all season long for the Prestonsburg Flag Football League. We wrap up play tomorrow here at Black Cat Stadium, so I want to give them a shout out. Charlie does a fantastic job. I mentioned we're going to take a trip back in time. Steve, you ready?
Let's roll.
October 31st, 1952, and Prestonsburg knocked off the Wayland Wasps 39-0. Wayland, yes, Wayland. 39-0 on this date back in 1952. Some touchdowns in that game. Dixon had 2 touchdowns, one of which was a 50-yard punt return. John Gordon Goebel, a fumble return for a touchdown. Chester Shepard, a touchdown. And Delmer and Lowell Hughes each had a touchdown. Those names might be familiar.
Yeah.
Lowell Hughes played basketball at the University of Kentucky.
No, that name sounded familiar.
But Delmer Hughes, I think, might be a little bit of the lesser known of the two. He was 28-5 as a starting quarterback here at Prestonsburg from 1950 to 1952. In his career, are you ready? Okay. This is in the 50s. He passed for 3,401 yards, 52 passing touchdowns in 3 years as a starter, 25 rushing touchdowns, and kicked 67 PATs. A 2-time unanimous first-team All-State selection by the Louisville Courier-Journal. John Delmer Hughes.
I'll tell you what, that's very impressive. I mean, even in the 50s, man, and no matter what decade it is or when it was, those are some lofty numbers right there, and I'm sure some records that still may hold here in the 100 years here at Prestonsburg. But hey, 39-0. I'm going to be honest with you. I knew Wayland had a basketball team, but I had no idea they had a football team.
I knew they had a football team. Obviously, not as successful as the basketball team.
Yeah, especially around that time in the 50s.
The following week, back in 52, Prestonsburg defeated Paintsville to claim the Big Sandy Conference title. They finished 9-1 that season, losing to Lynch 34-6 in the Big Sandy Bowl. So
Big Sandy Bowl.
October 31st, 1952, a big game for Prestonsburg, 39-0 over Wayland. And one of the final games in his career for John Delmer Hughes, a 2-time first-team All-State selection back in the day for Prestonsburg. Pretty good game going on here. Prestonsburg leads Estill County 30-14 at the break. The Engineers do receive the second half kickoff on the other side of the break. We'll take another 2-minute break and come back with the second half. Prestonsburg and Estill, 30-14 Black Cats here at the break on FM 100 Sports.
For over 30 years, families in our community have relied on McDowell Professional Pharmacy, a name you know and trust. Pharmacists Steve and Alicia Dawson are here to guide you with care, knowledge, and a friendly smile. Whether it's answering your questions, helping you manage prescriptions, or offering advice you can count on, they're always ready to serve. And don't forget, they offer free delivery right here in the area, bringing the care you need straight to your door. McDowell Professional Pharmacy, where experience, trust, and community come together.
Want to know the secret to a healthy smile? You won't find it in a bottle. The secret is found in simple, everyday brushing, flossing, and regular checkups with Martin Dentistry. Recently voted as the best dentist in Floyd County, Dr. Stacy Martin offers preventative general dentistry treatments and checkups to patients of all ages. Martin Dentistry would like to thank their patients for their trust, and they look forward to serving you for years to come. Call for an appointment, 285-9444 for Martin Dentistry.
This is Douglas Ray Hawley with Floyd County Circuit Clerk. For over 25 years, I've been promoting and praising our local athletes. But behind every athlete, there's a team. But it's not just coaches and teammates. It's parents who wake up early for practice, grandparents who cheer the loudest every game, and family members who stand by through every victory and defeat. They give their time, their energy, and their endless support, shaping the hearts and the minds of the next generation. To the parents, grandparents, and families of our athletes, thank you. We are forever grateful. Douglas Ray Hall, your Circuit Court Clerk.
Defense wins championships, and at Hesterberg Law Firm, we believe a good defense wins cases. This is attorney Tanner Hesterberg. If you're facing legal trouble, you need an attorney to advocate for you in the courtroom. The sooner we get involved in your case, the better the outcome. 606-731-6857 and at hesterberglaw.com. Hesterberg Law Firm, defending Kentucky.
While you're doing whatever it is you do, we're testing, retesting, engineering, and re-engineering to keep up with you. We run together.
Is your unit down? Not working like it should? Don't put off repairs to your HVAC system. Call the professionals at Elliott Heating and Cooling. 606-437-7368. One call and your worries are gone. Elliott Heating and Cooling.
It's hard to stop a train. Make your dream home a reality with Solid Rock Development. Dedicated to providing premier customer service with unparalleled workmanship, Solid Rock Development will exceed your expectations, keep you up to date on the status of your construction project while meeting your deadlines. Using only the highest quality building supplies and equipment, Solid Rock Development will construct a home built to last for generations. Call 606-371-4807 for Solid Rock Development in Garrett, or find Solid Rock on Facebook.
Live and local, there's only one. WMDJ.
30-14, your halftime score here at Black Cat Stadium. The Prestonsburg Black Cats on top of Estill County at the break. Engineers will receive the second half kickoff once the second half gets underway. Kristen Hamilton says, Sawyer Hamilton says good luck to her cousins Drake and Colin Hatfield, as well as Kane Patton. Sawyer, thank you so much for watching. And Barbie Salmon says, go Black Cats. So it was a slow start for the Black Cat offense. They scored on their first drive, but it was did not come easy. They had to work for it, and then had to punt away. But you mentioned it, you alluded to it in the first half. The defense got punt, forced fumble, recovered it, punt again, really kind of gave the offense some of that juice, and you're looking at a 30-14 lead for the Black Cats here at half.
Yeah, and especially on those two punts and that forced turnover there, the forced fumble, they scored on all three of those possessions. So definitely gave them a big spark, but Estill started to come alive late in that second half, getting both of their touchdowns and on some big plays. So, and of course, they get the ball here to start this third quarter. So you wonder if any adjustments may have been made by Coach Hager and his staff defensively. Of course, not up front, but, maybe try to do something to contain this passing game, because Manus was really on in that, especially on that last drive before halftime.
Estill scored late in that second quarter with 36 seconds to pull within 30-14. And if they can score here, it's a two-possession game. So we'll see what happens. Squib kick by Prestonsburg, and it's going to be fielded and returned to the 35-yard line of Estill County, and that's where the Engineers will set up shop. Third quarter football brought to you by Appalachian Wireless. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless. I think the big question is, if Estill County is able to get some points on the board, on this drive and beyond, are they going to be able to get enough stops? Because the last couple
they haven't
trips,
been able to.
they've not been able to. But they are down 16. First drive of the third quarter forthcoming. 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. 2 receivers each way for Brody Manus, the do-everything junior for head coach Austin Moore. In shotgun with the back with him on his hip. It's a good snap. He's going to QB keep it on the draw. Gets across the 40 and tripped up by Drake Hatfield across the 40 at about the 41-yard line. A pickup of 6 on first down for Manus.
And, you know, it's going to be – everything's going to be on him. And I know this is our first time seeing Estill play, but it's very obvious that he does everything for this team. And if they're going to get back into this game, it's going to be on him.
2nd and 4 at the 41. Good tackle that time by Hatfield to trip him up and prevent any more yardage. Manus rolling to his right, trying to find something downfield. He's going to scramble for a first down across the 45, and clinging to his jersey on the scramble that time was Brody Hicks, and not able to keep him from getting the first down as Manus picks up 7 yards on 2nd and 4.
Yeah, it looks like he was tugged by the jersey and then like kind of pushed forward after that to get the first down and the needed yardage. So, again, you know, it's going to all dependent on Manus on what he can do with passing the ball and, of course, on his legs as well.
Trips to the left for Manus. 1st and 10 at the 47. Handoff's going to go to Griggs up the middle. Lowers his shoulder across the 50. Taken down at the 48-yard line of Prestonsburg. A gain of 4. Brings up 2nd and 6.
So a solid start so far for Estill on this drive. 3 run plays and just kind of nickel and dominant right now. They're not trying to get everything at once, even though they do have the capability to do that. And the longer this drive can go, I mean, I know they're at midfield right now just starting. Maybe try to wear this defense down some. That's a tough task, but if you have that time of possession, milk that clock long enough, it's easily done.
Trips again to the left for Manus. 1 receiver wide to the right. 2 minutes into this third quarter. Estill down 16 and trailing to start the third period. Short slant pass is incomplete off the hands of Mans at the 45. Was going to be short of a first down, but brings up 3rd and 6 on the incompletion.
I tell you what, we don't have a timer up here, but the release time, from the time that Manus gets the ball, he's getting that out real quick. And I think that was a little bit underthrown there. And receiver just wasn't able to haul it in, so sets up a big 3rd down here for Estill County.
3rd and 6 Engineers at the Prestonsburg 48-yard line. Opening drive of the third quarter for Estill. 2 receivers each way for Manus. Looking to his left, throws it. He's got a man incomplete over top of Hunter Bingham. Good coverage on the play by Clay Runyon as well from the safety position. Barrett Hunter brings up 4th down for Estill County.
So you pretty much know right here, right just about at the 50 on the 48, they are going to go for it. 4th and 6, manageable 4th down here. And they're pretty much in 4th down territory right now anyways, being down by 16.
Every time he's thrown the football, it's been to the sideline. The one time it wasn't was a big 65-yard gain across the middle. 2 receivers each way. 4th and 6 at the Prestonsburg 48. Manus, clean snap. Goes deep down the right sideline. He's got a man. It's incomplete, intended for Bingham.
And Bingham had him beat.
He had a step on Hayden right through his fingertips. A beautifully thrown football from Manus, and Bingham just could not haul it in at the Prestonsburg 15. And that's going to be a turnover on downs to start the third quarter for this Black Cat defense.
And like you said, Bingham had him beat, and you got to admire the effort because the ball was overthrown, and he had to do everything he could to try to catch up with it, and he still almost caught it. But a big break there for Prestonsburg, and what looked to be a promising opening drive for Estill ends in turnover on down, so Peaburg will take over.
1st and 10, Prestonsburg at their own 48-yard line, right near midfield. 9:55 to play, third quarter. Johnson turns, gives it to the second man through Patton. Gets across the 45, lowers his shoulder across the first down marker at the 41-yard line. First down, Black Cats.
We got another player down here for Prestonsburg, maybe one of the linemen.
And it looks like it might be Logan Hall down at midfield. Coach is getting out there to him. Following the ball Didn't see what happened back near the line of scrimmage. It is a first down, Prestonsburg at the 41-yard line, a gain of 11 on first down from Patton. Now up to 117 yards on 10 carries for the senior. 30-14 Black Cats, 9:45 to play third quarter. We'll take a short break and be right back on FM 100 Sports.
Hey, it's Kristen Mulcahy from Appalachian Wireless. One of the things that makes us the region's best network isn't just our coverage, it's that we're local. You'll find real people right here from home, ready to help you get the best deals on the latest devices. We hear the other carriers bragging about how they cover the middle of nowhere, but this isn't nowhere. All our roads lead to somewhere. So come home to Appalachian Wireless. Visit us at AppalachianWireless.com or in one of our many retail locations. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
For over 30 years, the attorneys at Mocha Nunnery Law Office have chosen to fight for injured individuals rather than companies, standing up for the rights of folks just like you. The combined experience of Tom Moak, Dee Dee Nunnery, and Jacob Moak will fight for you, whether you've been injured in an auto accident, personal injury claim, workers' compensation, Social Security, or have a federal black lung case. Injuries are life-changing. Let Mocha Nunnery help you move forward. Call 886-1515 for Mocha Nunnery Law Office, Prestonsburg, Pikeville, Hansard.
Live and local, there's only one. WMDJ.
When you walk into Howard Family.
Live and local, there's only one. WMDJ.
Back here at Black Cat Stadium, 9:45 to play third quarter. Prestonsburg on top of Estill County, 30-14. And Prestonsburg senior Logan Hall being tended to right at midfield. And on a running play, Steve, right off tackle, a lot of things happening right there in the middle of the line of scrimmage. We didn't see it. We're following Patton with the ball.
Looks like he's getting up now.
He is being helped up by his assistants. He's walking under his own power, which is always good to see. And, of course, you're at this juncture of the season, last game of the regular season, you're right on the brink of the playoffs. And
it's what you're trying to avoid.
You want to get to the postseason as healthy as possible. And by and large, Prestonsburg's been very fortunate, knock on wood, to be healthy for most of the season. And he's limping off. You hope it's nothing but then just kind of getting rolled over on. But good to see him walk off under his own power.
And he's one of the key cogs for this offensive line, and him and the big dog Daniel Adams down there, number 70. So hopefully he is okay. And that's one thing it's going to happen. Players are going to get hurt and all that, but you hate it, like you said, as you're going into the playoffs.
1st and 10, Black Cats at the Estill 41-yard line. Johnson again under center, turns, gives it to the first man through. That's Kraft, lowered his shoulder at the 40. Is going to barrel forward for a gain of 2, but he is going to get every inch of those yardage as physically as he possibly can.
He's an animal. He's an animal down there, and we've seen what he can do on the defensive side. And he may just got 2 yards, but he's going to make that defender think about twice coming at him if he gets the ball again.
2nd and about 7.5. We'll round it up to 8. At the 39-yard line. 2 tight ends, 3 backs behind Johnson under center again. He's going to hand it off faked it to Brody Hicks, gives it to Patton, and Patton tried to spin away from a second defender. Is going to pick up about 2, maybe 3 on the play.
And we've seen that play work a few times, especially on the big runs that Patton had, especially, kind of the first handoff being a fake, kind of an option handoff or even an end around, but a nice read there by the Estill defense. And we got a 3rd and 5 here for Prestonsburg.
3rd and 5, just across the Estill County 36-yard line. 2 receivers out to the right, 2 tight ends for Johnson. Throws to the right. He's got Patton at the 30. Gets by 1 man. First down across the 25 and is going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of 13 yards and a first down, Black Cats.
And that's just the threat he presents as well, just in the passing game. And Johnson, he's been 0 for 3. They haven't passed the ball, but it's kind of been rough sledding so far for him. And then find Patton open there in the flat. And the way his shiftiness to be able to avoid that defender to pick up extra yardage just shows how impressive he is.
First completion of the night for Johnson. Now 1 of 4 for 14 yards. Sets up 1st and 10. Prestonsburg at the Estill 23. Hands it off to Drake Hatfield out of shotgun. Hit at the 20 and is going to be brought down right there. A gain of 3 on first down for Hatfield brings up 2nd and 7.
So Hatfield, we've seen with the injury to Colin Hatfield, with Drake stepping in, Brody Hicks had a couple of carries, and Barron Kraft. They're really just trying to implement more guys to get them more touches on the offensive side, and you talked about that in pregame, just getting them guys more reps, valuable reps heading into playoffs.
Watching from McKinney, Manor, and Allen, Cash and Carter. Boys, I'm glad you're watching. Hope you're keeping mom safe at down there in Allen. And meantime, here in Prestonsburg, A.J. Johnson scrambling for 19 yards and another Black Cat touchdown, his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And Johnson, a great drive right there with the pass completion he had on 3rd down and taking it to the house on that rush. So Prestonsburg yet another touchdown.
Another McDowell Professional Pharmacy touchdown, a name you've known and trusted for more than 30 years in Floyd County, McDowell Professional Pharmacy. Well, the question was, if Estill was able to score in the second half, could they stop Prestonsburg? And on the Black Cats' first drive of the 3rd quarter, they could not. 19-yard touchdown run by Johnson. End around to Patton on the 2-point conversion.
Oh, he got nailed.
He got rocked as he leapt across the goal line.
We got a flag down on the play, and a couple of Estill guys are down.
A flag down, and 2 Engineer defenders are down.
I think they're probably going to get that for a late hit, maybe, because it looked like he'd already crossed.
Watch the play on replay here. Patton going around and leaped into the end zone and then was shot down.
And we'll see what the official call is.
I mean, he got
2
drilled.
Engineers are being held to their feet at the goal line. And we'll see what the call is. As of now, the 2-point conversion stands. We'll see what it is, and judging by Prestonsburg's reaction, it's going to be against them. Personal foul, face mask against Prestonsburg.
Didn't really see a whole lot there. Of course, we're way up here and they're way down there, but honestly, I thought it could have been a late hit on, with Patton already crossing the end zone, and he got drilled. But it looks like he was okay, but they're going to back this way up.
So they're going to back it up to the 18-yard line, and they'll retry. We'll retry the 2-point conversion. The 2-point conversion from the 18-yard line. Not often you see that.
It's going to be a record if they get it.
So the score currently stands 36-14. We'll see what the Black Cats draw up. Johnson in shotgun, takes a snap, rolls to his right, throwing it deep. He's got Patton, and
he about had it.
Cannot pull it down amongst 2 defenders. Incomplete. 36-14 your score. 6:59 to play, 3rd quarter. Back in 60 seconds on FM 100 Sports.
When you walk into Howard Family Pharmacy, you'll always find someone you know and trust.
Hi, this is Wes.
Hey, it's Tiffany.
Hello, this is Jonna.
Hey there, this is Stacy.
If your current pharmacy is going out of business, or if you're just tired of dealing with the big chain pharmacies and mail order companies, then Howard Family Pharmacy is here for you, providing the kind of care you can count on from people who truly care. Howard Family Pharmacy of Allen and Eastern, where it's always about family. Kentucky Farm Bureau has provided folks in the bluegrass with quality insurance and dependable service since 1943. As your local agent, John Greer Hunt is proud to serve the Floyd County community and to help get the right protection for your home, auto, life, or business. For a free quote, call John Greer Hunt today, 606-791-2122, or stop by the office at 1288 South Lake Drive in Prestonsburg and ask to speak to John. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Live and local, there's only one. WMDJ.
6:59 to play, 3rd quarter. Prestonsburg on top, 36-14. Kickoff fielded at the 33-yard line by Estill County's Logan Lear. He's going to return it out across the 40. It's going to set up Estill County 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Engineers down 22 points, 3 scores no matter how you slice it, and they are capable of scoring the football, but we talked in the pregame, Steve, that magic number when they allow 35 or more, they are 0-4 on the season.
Yeah, especially with going up against the dynamic offense in Prestonsburg, and they've done a great job of gotten a great rhythm since that second quarter.
2 receivers each way for Manus and shotgun. 1st and 10. Hand it off. It goes to the big man through. That's Matthew Parton, the sophomore fullback. A big first down run out to the Prestonsburg 42-yard line. A 17-yard pickup by Parton.
There's a good start here for Estill. We've seen their last drive, or the first opening drive in the third quarter, they got it going a little bit, but they end up turning the ball over on 4th down. So let's see if that running game can get the passing game going here for Estill.
3rd on the team in rushing this season, 145 yards and 2 scores. His first carry tonight. 1st and 10 at the Peaburg 42. Manus and shotgun. It's a read option. Keeps it himself across the 35 and gets tripped up near the first down marker at the 32. We'll see where the official spot is. It's going to be close to another Estill County first down. And they're going to mark him about a yard short. So a gain of 9 on first down for Manus.
That was a hard hit again right there. Clay running right in on the play. And Manus took a little shot, but he seems to be okay. But he's just the do-it-all quarterback, do-it-all for this Estill team.
2nd and 1. Trips to the left for Manus in pistol. 1 receiver split wide to the right. Snap, looks to his left, lets it guide to the wheel route.
Open.
He's got Bingham. Makes a man miss at the 15. Tackle from behind across the 10. Marked down at the Prestonsburg 8-yard line. 25-yard gain on the wheel route to Hunter Bingham.
And that wheel route worked a lot better than the one that he had in the second quarter. And just like the one in the second quarter, Bingham was wide open here on the near side, on our side of the sideline, but just a beautiful throw and delivery there by Manus.
1st and goal from the 8 for Estill County. Man in motion and shotgun and all kinds of movement. And an Oscar-worthy acting job.
Yeah, it was a
by Caleb Baker, and I don't call him out because it was impressive.
Yeah,
it's going to be a false start by Estill County. Back him up 5 yards.
There he goes backwards at the end of it.
So great drive here, promising drive by Estill. Just and a penalty will move him back a few yards.
8:28 to play in the third quarter. Floyd Central has gone up on Fleming County 36-31. 1st and goal from the 13 for Estill. Manus, short pass to the right, through the hands of Mans, incomplete. Oh, they're going to call it a catch.
Yeah, I think it looked like he had bobbled it there, so looked like he came down with it. He went up high to get it and still bobbled it, but was able to hang on.
I saw it go through his hands and ricochet off his chest.
It looked like it was incomplete, but he was able to hang on. Gained but a few yards there.
2nd and goal now, Estill County from the 10-yard line. 4:35 to play, third quarter. Prestonsburg on top, 36-14. Manus and shotgun. Short pass on the sideline. It goes to Bingham and will go out of bounds at the Prestonsburg 3. Brings up 3rd and goal from the 3 with 4:27 to play.
So a 3rd and go here. We've seen the Prestonsburg defense really step up the last couple of possessions. We'll see what they can do here.
The field now, though, shrinks because you're at the 3-yard line. Bingham up to 120 yards on 6 receptions. An average of 20 yards of reception, of course, a big 65-yarder in that first quarter. Twins each way for Manus and shotgun. Clock down to 4:05. 3rd and goal from the 3. It's a QB keeper. Runs into his own man at the 4 and is going to be stopped well shy of the goal line at the 2, and maybe the 3.
I think that's definitely what stopped him, was he ran into his own lineman.
Brody Hicks, Logan Stumbo, Tyler Stevens there on the play, as well as Noah Price, and it's going to bring up 4th and goal from the 3.
So this is a big play right here for both teams, especially if you're Estill. Want to try to get some more points on the board to cut into this deficit. And if you're Prestonsburg, to get back-to-back stops on 4th down would be huge.
3:30 to play, third quarter. Estill, 2 men each way. One guy in the backfield. Manus looking to his left. Here comes the blitz. Runs right into their defender. Ran right into him. And I don't know if he tried to throw it and just held it, but it's going to go down as a loss of 4 on the play on 4th and goal. And I think the first man there was Noah Price, but Manus just simply ran right into him.
I honestly think he was trying that same play that they got the touchdown on earlier on 4th down, trying to find Bingham in the back of the end zone. And like I said, he ran right into him, and he didn't have anywhere to go, and Price was quick to pounce on it. So this was a lot better drive than the last possession they had, but the same result. Back-to-back 4th down conversions failed. So Prestonsburg will take over here as we approach 3 minutes here in the third quarter.
3:22 to play in the third. Prestonsburg 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line. Heavy set for Johnson under center. Turns, gives it to Patton, the tailback, and gets across the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of 2 out to the 9. That's going to bring up 2nd and 8.
If they could keep the chains moving, they're more than content with running this clock out, maybe the end of third. Still got a long way to go, but they've definitely ran all over this Estill defense tonight.
255 rushing yards for Prestonsburg. All 5 scores have been on the ground. Johnson under center.
Oh, he's gone.
To Patton on the play action. Patton,
my goodness,
shot out of a cannon, is not going to be touched. 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Kane Patton, 91 yards to pay dirt.
I mean, I might as well just call that as soon as he got the ball. And like you said, he was gone. I mean, he was untouched. 91 yards to the house. And Patton just piling it on here. This kid, what else can you say?
And Estill loaded the box because when he got past the line of scrimmage, there was no one between him and the end zone. Another McDowell Professional Pharmacy touchdown, a name you know, a name you trust for more than 30 years in Floyd County, McDowell Professional Pharmacy. And we talked about an all-time great at halftime, and John Domer Hughes. Listen, you're going to hear the name Kane Patton for a long time in these parts.
No doubt.
Johnson rolling out on the 2-point conversion, throws it. He overshot one guy. Hyden was there as the safety net and could not keep his feet in bounds. Barrett Hunter might have been the intended receiver.
Yeah, because he was in front. He was right in front of Hyden there.
Actually, that was Logan Stumbo, not Hunter.
He caught the ball, but he was out of bounds. So nevertheless, just unbelievable touchdown.
42-14, Prestonsburg. 91-yard run by Patton. 2:34 to play in the third quarter. Back in 60 on FM 100 Sports.
For over 30 years, families in our community have relied on McDowell Professional Pharmacy, a name you know and trust. Pharmacists Steve and Alicia Dawson are here to guide you with care, knowledge, and a friendly smile. Whether it's answering your questions, helping you manage prescriptions, or offering advice you can count on, they're always ready to serve. And don't forget, they offer free delivery right here in the area, bringing the care you need straight to your door. McDowell Professional Pharmacy, where experience, trust, and community come together.
Want to know the secret to a healthy smile? You won't find it in a bottle. The secret is found in simple, everyday brushing, flossing, and regular checkups with Martin Dentistry. Recently voted as the best dentist in Floyd County, Dr. Stacy Martin offers preventative general dentistry treatments and checkups to patients of all ages. Martin Dentistry would like to thank their patients for their trust, and they look forward to serving you for years to come. Call for an appointment, 285-9444 for Martin Dentistry.
Live and local, there's only one. WMDJ.
Kickoff by Runyon, down at the 20 or the 30-yard line by Lincoln Wilburn, and that's where the Estill County offense will take over On Facebook, Steve asking, do we know who Prestonsburg will play next week? We have an idea. I think the safe bet would be Eastridge, Steve, but Eastridge currently in a three-way tie with Betsy Lane and Pike Central, so we won't know definitively until after tonight's games have been played and the RPI can be completely calculated. But I think
maybe if Steve would listen to the pregame, he would know.
Shots fired. But the safe bet would be Eastridge. Yeah. But we will know definitively tomorrow because once the RPI is set. Then
District 7 1 seed will play the District 8 4 seed.
Right. Yep. And I think Pike Central's too far behind to be in the RPI race, which is the three-way tiebreaker. Manus on the keeper, gets across the 30, the line of scrimmage, and will fall forward to the 34. And so a short pickup of 4 on first down for Brody Manus. Brings up 2nd and 6.
And, you talk about this defense, and I've used the word relentless several times, but they're really keying in on Manus right now. And talk about him being the leading rusher. I mean, he's been held in check.
They've run 40 offensive plays, and 35 have been either a pass or him running.
Wow.
Trips to the right. Manus in shotgun. Clean snap. Rolls to his right. Lets it fly. And nearly picked off. Patton got a fingertip on it. There were 3 other Black Cats in the vicinity. The intended target was Mans, and a dangerous pass that time by Manus.
And that was just a great athletic play there by Patton to even break it up. And I thought he was going to one-handed on that interception there, but sets up another 3rd down here for Estill.
3rd and 6 from their own 34. 2 receivers each way for Manus, again in shotgun. Clean snap, drops back. Here comes a rusher, Hicks. And Manus is going to scramble. He's going to pick up the first down across the 40. But there is a flag in the backfield, and I wonder if it's going to be a block in the back or a hold. It's in the area.
Well, Hicks was right there in the pursuit of Manus, and it looks like he was held. So I would assume that'll be
as quickly as he got off the ball. That's the only way to even attempt to make a stop at him.
That's what it is.
And it is a hold against Estill County.
They're going to move him back. I mean, and Josh,
he and Barron Kraft, and that those front four get off the ball so quickly.
Yeah, and especially when you consider them guys the edge rushers, as you see Hicks on the near side and Kraft on the far side, and even the interior linemen with Noah Price and Stevens as well. They are just in there quick whenever the ball snapped.
3rd and 16 at the 24-yard line for Estill. Trips to the left. Faked a pitch. He's going to keep it to his right. Gets tripped up across the 30, the original line of scrimmage, out to the 33. Maybe the 34. So a pickup of 10. Unfortunately for Estill, it was 3rd and 16. So a 4th and 6 now from their own 34 with 1:20 to play here in the 3rd quarter.
They got an update.
4-down territory.
Got an update for Betsy Lane there, beating Leslie right now in the 3rd, 37-14.
That win would secure Betsy Lane the number 3 seed in District 8. Manus, 4th down pass, caught at the 40, and just lunges down and downs himself as Bingham at the 42-yard line, a pickup of 8. And looks like the cornerback on the play, Hyden, just kind of slipped in coverage.
Yeah, I mean, he had nice coverage on him, but just wasn't able to contain it. As that Manus to Bingham connection has been there all night, and that will give Estill a new set of downs. They're looking to avoid 3 straight 4th down failures.
Clock under a minute, down to 40 seconds. 1st and 10 from the 42. Handoff goes to the big fullback, Mason Griggs. Gets tripped up across the 45 to the 46 for a gain of 4 yards. Brings up 2nd and 6.
I'm able to get in one last play here for the end of the 3rd.
They don't have to run a play. There's about a 4-second difference between the game clock and the play clock. Manus and Pistol, clock down to 10 seconds on the scoreboard. Clean snap. is going to keep it with Griggs, and he's going to get across the line of scrimmage, taken down just shy of the 50. So another gain of 3 will be the final play of the third quarter. So Estill County facing a 3rd and 3 from their own 49-yard line when we come back with the fourth quarter. 42-14, Prestonsburg all over Estill County as we have completed 3 quarters here at Black Cat Stadium. Back in 60 seconds on FM 100 Sports.
What is it about golf that draws you to it? Is it the morning dew, rising off the course, or the majestic beauty that captures your heart? Is it the challenge of playing a game that can't be won? Or is it the relationships and the stories that will last a lifetime? Plan your trip now to Stonecrest Golf Course in Prestonsburg. Visit them at stonecrestgolfcourse.com.
Hey, it's Kristen Mulcahy from Appalachian Wireless. One of the things that makes us the region's best network isn't just our coverage, it's that we're local. You'll find real people right here from home, ready to help you get the best deals on the latest devices. We hear the other carriers bragging about how they cover the middle of nowhere, but this isn't nowhere. All our roads lead to somewhere. So come home to Appalachian Wireless. Visit us at AppalachianWireless.com or in one of our many retail locations. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
Live and local, there's only one. WMDJ.
3rd and 4, Estill. Manus throwing. He's got his target.
No, he almost had it.
Loose or dislodged. In coverage, the intended receiver was Chance East Rollins. There is a flag in the Estill County backfield. Drake Hatfield on coverage, as well as Clay Runyon on East Rollins. We'll see what the call is. Personal foul, roughing the passer on Prestonsburg. That is a 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down for the Engineers. They'll spot the ball now at the Prestonsburg 36-yard line and a new set of downs for Estill County. First and 10 Engineers. One final to report. Pikeville all over Bracken County, 42-7 tonight. Pikeville ends the regular season 7-3. Handoff to Griggs, hit in the backfield by Stevens, and he's going to be brought down for a short loss on the play. Tyler Stevens, the first man in the backfield to put a hit on Griggs right as he got the handoff from Manus.
You talk about those inside guys on the line. We brag about Kraft and Hicks a lot, but Stevens and Price, they are tough to handle as well, especially like we mentioned on the snap. It was a great tackle right there by Stevens.
2nd and 11. Under 11 minutes to play, fourth quarter. Estill County football inside Prestonsburg territory. Manus sees an opening in the middle, keeps it himself, gets across the 30. Brought down shy of the 25, close to a first down, but right there to drag him down from behind was Stevens, as well as Logan Stumbo and Maddox Pugh. And they're going to – I thought they were going to give him the first down. They are going to give him the first down.
Yeah, I was going to say, stop the clock there, so.
12-yard scramble for Brody Manus gives Estill County a new set of downs at the Prestonsburg 26-yard line. Black Cats on top big, 42-14. 10:35 to play, fourth quarter. Two receivers each way for Manus. Clean snap, looks to his right, goes over the middle, and
he almost got it.
Nearly hauled it in with one hand was East Rollins. And if he had brought down that catch, that might have been the best catch we had seen all year. It wouldn't have gone for a touchdown, but he had the linebacker on him, the safety coming in from behind.
On top, yeah.
Reached back Odell Beckham Jr. style with one hand and nearly brought it in, but the safety hit dislodged it, and it's going to go down as ultimately as an incompletion, but
a heck of an effort, though.
Decent-looking incompletion.
Yeah, it really was. Great effort.
2nd and 10, Engineers Trips to the left. One to the right. Play action to Griggs. Manus keeps it and is going to fall across the 25 to about the 24 and a half.
Looks like Maddox Pugh was in there on that play to shut that one down. First time we've called his name tonight. One of the leading tacklers and leaders of this defense right there at that linebacker position. Sets up another third down for Estill.
3rd and 9, Estill County at the Prestonsburg 25-yard line. Clock now under 10 to play. 2 receivers split wide to the left, 2 to the right. 1 man in the backfield with Manus. In shotgun, Bingham goes in motion. Trying to find Bingham. Manus going to keep it himself. Gets across the 30 and is going to be brought down short of the first down marker, but maybe by only a yard out to the 17-yard line. That's a pickup of 8, brings up 4th and 1.
So Manus doing everything he can to keep this going here, but it's going to be a 4th down, and obviously going to go for it here, and they have not been successful on 4th down tonight.
No. 4th and 1. You've got a big fullback in the backfield with you in shotgun and Mason Griggs. We'll see what the play is for coming for the Engineers. Under 9 to play, 4th quarter. Black Cats on top, 42-14.
Looks like they're having some trouble with communication. The play clock's down to 1.
And they get the
That's
snap
close.
off, but barely. Short pass is caught inside the 10-yard line by Kaiser Cheney. And going to be tackled at the 4. A big first down conversion, a pickup of 11. A pickup of 12. And a 1st and goal situation inside the Prestonsburg 5-yard line all the way down to the 2.
And that was a big break, and not a big play, but a big break as well. Could have been a delay of game right there on 4th down, but Estill gets the completion and keeps the drive alive here in the red area.
First and goal, handoff is going to go to Griggs, and he might get back to the line of scrimmage, or they may be kind and give him a yard. I think they're going to give him a yard. So a gain of 1 out to the 2. So it was originally spotted at the 3. Now 2nd and goal from the Prestonsburg 2 for Estill County. Clock under 8 minutes at 7:55 here in the 4th. Manus on the slant inside. Flag on the play as it falls incomplete. 2 flags flying in. Maddox Pugh was there in coverage, as well as Drake Hatfield. We'll see what the call is. The ball was a bit, it led him a little bit too far. They're going to call pass interference.
It didn't look like there was much there, though. I mean,
it came from 2 different places.
Contact. Well, I don't care. I mean, that didn't look like there was anything there, which, I mean, that's – the ref thought so. I guess that's the only thing that matters if you're Estill, but –
So that's going to be 2nd and goal now from the 1 as it moves half the distance to the goal. Still in shotgun. Manus standing at the Prestonsburg 5. Keeps it himself, and he's going to get into the end zone for another Engineer touchdown.
Keep it simple right there. Just a keeper play for Manus. Gets in the end zone.
His 2nd rushing touchdown of the night makes it 42-20. And a player is down for Estill County at the goal line.
I think it may be Manus now. He did take an awkward fall on that keeper going into the end zone. Prestonsburg players are taking a knee here, and that's if you're Estill County, last thing you want to see is him still down on the field for an extended period of time.
7:42 to play 4th quarter. Prestonsburg on top, 42-20.
No, I was mistaken. It wasn't Manus.
It was Roland Fox, a junior offensive lineman.
So I think he may have got rolling up on the play there, but thought it might have been the quarterback, but looks like he is having to be assisted off the field.
So Fox is being assisted to the Estill County sideline. And Estill will presumably go for the 2-point conversion. down by 22 points here midway through this fourth quarter. Manus' second rushing touchdown of the night. He's got 71 yards on 21 carries. He has also lost a fumble. And as I say that, they send out Seth Hurst for the point after try. And Hurst has been pretty efficient, 23 of 26 so far this season.
I mean, that's something. That's
also
very impressive.
is 1 of 1 on field goal attempts. So we mentioned they had a good kicker. The lefty kicks it, and it's going to be good.
Got it.
Solid kick by Seth Hurst, 42-21. Estill County trailing Prestonsburg, 7:42 to play in the fourth quarter. Back in 60 seconds on FM 100 Sports.
For over 30 years, the attorneys at Mocha Nunnery Law Office have chosen to fight for injured individuals rather than companies, standing up for the rights of folks just like you. The combined experience of Tom Moak, Beatty Nunnery, and Jacob Moak will fight for you, whether you've been injured in an auto accident, personal injury claim, workers' compensation, Social Security, or have a federal black lung case. Injuries are life-changing. Let Mocha Nunnery help you move forward. Call 886-1515 for Mocha Nunnery Law Office, Prestonsburg, Pikeville, Hazard. When you walk into Howard Family Pharmacy, you'll always find someone you know and trust.
Hi, this is Wes.
Hey, it's Tiffany.
Hello, this is Jonna.
Hey there, this is Stacy.
If your current pharmacy is going out of business, or if you're just tired of dealing with the big chain pharmacies and mail order companies, then Howard Family Pharmacy is here for you, providing the kind of care you can count on from people who truly care. Howard Family Pharmacy of Allen and Eastern, where it's always about family.
Live and local, there's only one. WMDJ.
A 1-yard touchdown run by Brody Manus has cut into the Prestonsburg lead, 42-21. 7:42 to play fourth quarter. Still a long way to go for the Engineers. Turn you down for a second. Prestonsburg looks to be on their way to completing just their 4th undefeated regular season in program history. Something that has happened not a lot in the near 100 years of Black Cat football. Onside kick is fielded across the 45 by Clay Runyon at the 43. And, you know, Steve, that was a decent onside kick. It just seemed like Estill wasn't very aggressive in trying to recover it.
And number 3 right here, Keenan Welch, he kind of like jumped over the ball. And that was a dangerous move, really, and then it was recovered. But like you said, that was a great kick, and it went the 10 yards, but Cecil really didn't do anything to try to recover it. So Prestonsburg will take over.
Prestonsburg will take over at its own 43-yard line. And we'll probably see some players from the end of the bench. Johnson, quick pass to Patton across the 45, shy of the 50 at the 48-yard line. This will be a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And Patton continues his great game. He's got a couple, both completions from Johnson. And then just running the ball, just been unbelievable tonight, especially on that last one, going 91 yards to the house. Second down here for the Black Hats, and I would assume that I guess the clock wasn't running.
Making sure the clock's running.
Yeah.
2nd and 5, Black Cats at their own 48. Johnson, quick pass, it goes on the right side to Patton. He gets it, tries to get back to the 50. He might have picked up a yard on the play, and they're going to continue to roll the clock. And they're going to mark him out of bounds at the 49-yard line, so a gain of 1. Close to being a backwards pass on that one.
Yeah,
It does go down as a 1-yard pass. It's 3 straight completions for Johnson, who started the game 0 of 3.
And we talked about the passing game, Josh. It's there if they need it. Of course, they don't rely on it a whole lot, but it is there. And we've seen the last couple games that, Johnson went perfect, pretty much never had an incomplete pass.
3rd and 4 from their own 49. Johnson, QB keeper, gets across the 50. First down and more, gets across the 45.
Still on his feet.
Stays on his feet at the Estill 40 and it's going to be brought down shy of the 35-yard line, at the 35-yard line, a gain of 16 yards.
Honestly, if he would have stayed on his feet, he could have gone to the house. He could have got another touchdown right there, and that was a great run by Johnson to pick up first down and keep this drive going. But, of course, for Prestonsburg, more importantly, keep this clock moving.
1st and 10 Black Cats. That was their 9th first down of the game. Clock down to 6:20. Black Cats on top, 42-21. Johnson in shotgun, looking to his left. Pump fakes, got all kinds of time, lets it fly. Coming back to the ball was Hayden. Did he grab it? And he did. Inside the 10-yard line at the Estill 8. A 28-yard pickup from Johnson to Sam Hayden.
And Hayden, that ball was a little underthrown, and he had to come back to catch that. And it looked like he did bobble it a little bit, but was able to hang on. But so I guess Prestonsburg just wanted to work on some passing plays here late in this game. That's all they've done so far. Tell you what, they've been very successful.
Get some stuff on film for your postseason opponents to have to try to game plan for.
And there's another thread or another thread in the passing game with Sam Hayden. A nice catch right there by the young man.
And a whistle and a timeout called by Wes Hager and Prestonsburg. This on-field timeout brought to you by Parkview Pharmacy at Minnie. Pharmacist Valerie Akers, Shannon Turner, and their staff will always take time out for your medications. They ask that you take time out for your health care and visit Parkview Pharmacy at Minnie. That was Hayden's 8th catch of the season. He now eclipses the 100-yard mark for the year. Now with 126 yards on those 8 catches. Update from Stanville, 44-14 Betsy Lane over Leslie County late in the 3rd quarter.
Looks like Betsy Lane on their way to a big win to end the regular season as well. So we got any updates on the Floyd Central game?
Last I saw, 36-31. Shelby Valley has fallen defeat to the Harlan County Black Bears, 26-20. Shelby Valley has already secured the number 2 seed in that district.
And who would have thought with the way they started out this season, I know they were some rough sledding, but for them to make the playoffs, that's a very great accomplishment.
Shelby Valley hosting Knott County next week is a very intriguing matchup.
Yes.
Johnson fakes to the left, now throws to his right. He's got a man at the 5 and trying to break out of a tackle at the 4. It looked like it might have been Brady Allen.
So.
And he'll be marked down at the 5. It's a pickup of maybe a loss of 1. We'll see where they spot him. Now spot him at the 4, so a loss of 1, technically.
So it may be one of those things here where they may be trying to get him in the end zone for a touchdown, especially on senior night. And we talked about him pretty good lot there in the pregame.
And a whistle by the official will stop the clock. Nope, the clock continues to roll.
They ran a few tickets ticked off there.
Now it's stopped at 5:44. And the side judge coming to talk to the Prestonsburg coaching staff. Reset the clock to 5:30. So they're going to knock 14 seconds off the clock. 5:30 to play, 4th quarter. Prestonsburg on top of Estill County, 42-21. Inside the Estill 5 at the 4-yard line. Prestonsburg has it 1st and goal. And the clock will continue to roll. Johnson now leaving the sideline into the Prestonsburg huddle, relaying the play for the offense, trying to add to this 21-point lead. 2 split to the left. That's Allen and Drake Hatfield. Johnson in shotgun. He hands it off to Patton. Patton's going to weave his way into the end zone for another touchdown. Another McDowell Professional Pharmacy touchdown for Hurricane Patton. His 4th rushing touchdown of the night, his 24th of the season. and that makes it 48-21 Black Cats with just shy of 5 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter.
And I'd say this would be their final drive tonight. Is I'd say if they do get the ball again on offense, they'll get some of the second string guys in, get some reps.
And we're going to have on to attempt the point after Arlen Cathers, the sophomore. It's a high kick, and
almost
it's going to be just short of the crossbar. 48-21, Prestonsburg on top of Estill County. 4:59 to play here in the fourth quarter. Back in 60 seconds on FM 100 Sports.
Kentucky Farm Bureau has provided folks in the Bluegrass with quality insurance and dependable service since 1943. As your local agent, John Greer Hunt is proud to serve the Floyd County community and to help get the right protection for your home, auto, life, or business. For a free quote, call John Greer Hunt today, 606-791-2122, or stop by the office at 1288 South Lake Drive in Prestonsburg and ask to speak to John. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
For over 30 years, families in our community have relied on McDowell Professional Pharmacy, a name you know and trust. Pharmacists Steve and Alicia Dawson are here to guide you with care, knowledge, and a friendly smile. Whether it's answering your questions, helping you manage prescriptions, or offering advice you can count on, they're always ready to serve. And don't forget, they offer free delivery right here in the area, bringing the care you need straight to your door. McDowell Professional Pharmacy, where experience, trust, and community come together.
Live and local, there's only one. WMDJ.
Squib kick by Clay Runyon, fielded at the 32-yard line by Estill County, and it's going to be returned by Logan Lear out across the 40, out to the 42-yard line. And that's where the Engineers will take over with 4:56 to play here in the fourth quarter.
So, yeah, less than 5 minutes to go here. Estill County with the ball on offense. Maine is back out there. Orchestrated a nice drive to get a touchdown last possession.
In the pistol is Manus. Behind him is Griggs. Two receivers each way. Looks to his left, fires. It's going to be scooped up by Cheney on the far sideline. And
great catch.
Had to nearly scoop it up off the ground. Gets it across the 45 out to the 46-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 6.
And not a great delivery there by Manus, but just a great catch. Picked up a few yards. Set up a second down.
Manus now 15 of 24 on the night for 204 yards and a touchdown. He also has 2 other rushing touchdowns to his credit. He has accounted for all 3 Estill County scores. In the pistol, hands it off to Griggs, gets it across the line of scrimmage, might have picked up 2 as he barreled his way to the 48-yard line. Brings up 3rd and short.
So this Prestonsburg defense is Noah Price comes off the field. It's good to see him back. He suffered an injury a few weeks ago, and he played against Martin County last week. I reckon he had himself a big game. And big third down here for Estill County to try to keep it alive.
3rd and 5 from their own 48-yard line. Manus looking to his left, now rolls to his right.
There's got to be a hold there.
He had Bingham wide open. Now he flips it to him, and Bingham can't corral it and keep his toe in bounds. And there is a flag on the play.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to get a hold on 55 maybe there of Estill's. I think Kraft was trying to get loose, and that's exactly what it'll be, a hold call. That'll push them back 5.
On 3rd and 4, Estill going to be called for the hold on the scramble by Manus. He had Bingham momentarily wide open at the 45-yard line. Just could not see him well enough to get him the football. The ball gets backed up to the Estill 38, and that's going to make it 3rd and 14 with 3:34 to play here in the fourth quarter.
And they had a manageable 3rd down there, Josh, and just we haven't seen many of tonight, but some costly penalties that have pushed them back.
You're right. There's not been many, but they've been super costly and unfortunate times for the Engineers. Manus, shotgun snap. Lets it flips it. It's caught at the 45-yard line by Peyton Brumbaugh and takes a shot.
From who else?
Across the 45 down to the 43-yard line.
Runyon tried his best to jar it loose there, but I honestly think if Brumbaugh wouldn't have caught it, there was some contact there, maybe a little hold for pass interference, but there was some there, but that was a great effort by Brumbaugh and keep this drive alive.
Nice back shoulder throw across the middle by Manus to Brumbaugh, his first catch of the night, a gain of 19 and a first down. Clock to 2:45. Pistol snap is going to be a handoff to Griggs. It's across the 40, across the 35, across the 30, and brought down at the Prestonsburg 30. A big gain of 13 yards for Mason Griggs, by far his longest run of the night.
He was he's a load to take down, and he's been got some carries tonight, and like I said, that was his biggest one. Estill County threatening to put up more points here as we approach 2 minutes.
Clock a little approaching 2 minutes, like you just said. 2:05 to play. Estill driving down 21. Trying to close out the regular season on a high note with a score. Manus is going to scramble, veers off to the left, and will run out of bounds inside the Black Cat 25 at the 22-yard line. A gain of 8 on first down for Manus brings up 2nd and 2.
And, you know, we talked about him a lot in the pregame, and just he's Mr. Do-It-All, Mr. Everything for this team. And, you know, and I'll tell you what, you know, throwing over 200 yards, has to be approaching 100 yards rushing as well. Accounted for all their touchdowns. Tell you what, kid's the real deal. I mean, for us to, you know, be the first time seeing him, only a junior, but he is a great player.
Well, he's had his hands on the ball a lot tonight, and he's produced more than he hasn't. Handoff goes this time to Parton. He's going to pick up the first across the 25-yard line, and finally the whistle blows for a stop of progress at the 18. A gain of 4 resets the chains for Estill County. A first down run by Matthew Parton.
It looked pretty close to a face mask from our view up here too in that scrum there, but Estill will get the first down.
Clock continues to roll down to 1:35. Prestonsburg 42, Estill County 21. First and 10 just inside the red zone at the 18 of Prestonsburg. Manus, shotgun looking to his left, now rolls to his left, and he's going to slide. He's actually going to trip across the line of scrimmage. He's going to still pick up about 2. But maybe got slipped up on the wet turf.
Yeah, so stayed inbound, so we'll go under 1 minute before this next play.
Engineers facing a 2nd and 8. Manus rolls to his right on the rollout, flips it. He's got a man at the 10-yard line. That's Bingham across the 10, out of bounds at the 9. So going to be a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1 just inside the 10-yard line at the Prestonsburg 9.
And that has been the key guy all night and all season, as we've seen. And had a couple of drops tonight, but again, we talked about that trust that Manus has had in Bingham, and they've had great chemistry all season. And he's had a big night tonight.
8 catches for 135 yards tonight for Hunter Bingham. Clock down to 48 seconds. Trips to the left. Shotgun snap. It's a quick pass to Bingham inside the 5. He hung on to the football and absorbed the hit from Logan Stumbo. It's a gain of 4 and a new set of downs at the 5-yard line, but he paid for it on the hit by Logan Stumbo.
Hey, listen, you got to give it to him. Yeah, he got laid out, but he somehow held on to that. Was able to get a first down. And you got to see if Estill can get a touchdown right before as we approach. We're under 30 seconds.
First and goal at the 5. Manus rolling to his right. He's going to try to keep it. He gets tripped up at the 1-yard line. A scramble of 4. The clock is down to 15 seconds. And a timeout called.
Yeah, might as well call a timeout to try to get some more points on the board here. But
trying to score in your final possession of the regular season. Estill trailing 48-21. This timeout brought to you by Parkview Pharmacy at Minnie. Pharmacist Valerie Akers, Shannon Turner, and their staff will always take time out for your health care and answer any questions you have about your medications. That's Parkview Pharmacy at Minnie. So for just the fourth time in the 100-year history of Black Cat football, Prestonsburg will finish the regular season undefeated. 1954, 1993, 2009, and here in about 13 seconds of game time, you can add 2025 to the list of teams to complete a 10-0 regular season. I mean, you can count on one hand, literally, how many times that's happened in the 100 years.
This hand's cold. This hand's not, so I'll count on this hand. But I'll tell you what, just a very impressive season for the Prestonsburg Black Cats. Something to celebrate here, going 10-0.
13 seconds still on the clock. Manus in the pistol at the 1-yard line. Hands it off to Parton, and he's going to be stopped for a loss. And Austin Moore, the head coach of the Engineers, is going to call a timeout with 7 seconds on the clock. And this Prestonsburg defense does not want to allow any more points tonight.
No, listen. I mean, I know this game's well and over, but they're treating this like Estill's down to touchdown, 3rd and go here. They don't want to give an inch. They don't want to give an inch here, even though they're up by 27 points. But
a couple of final scores to pass along. We mentioned Pikeville over Bracken County, 42-7. Shelby Valley over Harlan County over Shelby Valley, 26-20. And Martin County over Paintsville, but in a game a little bit closer than people might have thought, 41-28. Cardinals.
Well, I seen Martin County was up 35-14 at halftime, so only scored 6 points in the second half. So
7 seconds to play in the fourth quarter here at Prestonsburg. 3rd and goal from the 3. Estill County with the football. In the pistol, Manus, 2 backs with him, looking to his left. He's going to go with the fade route. He's got a man batted away at the last second by Barrett Hunter.
That was a great play right at the last second. He looked behind, looked for the ball, got his hand up to tap it. Avoided probably could have been a pass interference looking back at that last second, but here we go. 4th down, 2 seconds left. Can Prestonsburg hold them here in this game?
An update from Floyd Central, 6:15 to play in the fourth quarter. Fleming County leads the Jaguars 53-52.
Oh, my gosh.
The Jaguars do have the football.
Wow.
You talk about fireworks.
Man, absolute shootout.
Hope the rescue squad packed some extra ones tonight.
Yeah.
Last play of the game. Manus in shotgun, rolling to his right. Flips it. It's incomplete. And the defense of Prestonsburg holds, and they escape. Well, they don't escape, but they didn't allow any points.
Well, they escaped on that last play.
The Black Cats roll 48-21 and complete just the 4th undefeated regular season in program history. 48-21 the final score. The Black Cats knock off the Estill County Engineers. We will take a break. We'll come back and run over some statistics. Steve will name our player of the game, and we'll talk a little bit about some history, and we'll run down some finals for you as well. We'll see if Floyd Central is able to regain the lead against the Panthers as they trail 53-52. The final here, Prestonsburg 48, Estill County 21. Back in 3 minutes on FM 100 Sports.
Want to know the secret to a healthy smile? You won't find it in a bottle. The secret is found in simple, everyday brushing, flossing, and regular checkups with Martin Dentistry. Recently voted as the best dentist in Floyd County, Dr. Stacy Martin offers preventative general dentistry treatments and checkups to patients of all ages. Martin Dentistry would like to thank their patients for their trust, and they look forward to serving you for years to come. Call for an appointment, 285-9444 for Martin Dentistry.
This is Douglas Ray Hall, your Floyd County Circuit Clerk. For over 25 years, I've been promoting and praising our local athletes. But behind every athlete, there's a team. But it's not just coaches and teammates. It's parents who wake up early for practice, grandparents who cheer the loudest every game, and family members who stand by through every victory and defeat. They give their time, their energy, and their endless support, shaping the hearts and the minds of the next generation. To the parents, grandparents, and families of our athletes, thank you. We are forever grateful. Douglas Ray Hall, your Circuit Court Clerk.
Defense wins championships. And at Hesterberg Law Firm, we believe a good defense wins cases. This is attorney Tanner Hesterberg. If you're facing legal trouble, you need an attorney to advocate for you in the courtroom. The sooner we get involved in your case, the better the outcome. 606-731-6857 and at HesterbergLaw.com. Hesterberg Law Firm, defending Kentucky.
While you're doing whatever it is you do, we're testing, retesting, engineering, and re-engineering to keep up with you. We run together.
Is your unit down? Not working like it should? Don't put off repairs to your HVAC system. Call the professionals at Elliott Heating and Cooling. 606-437-7368. One call and your worries are gone. Elliott Heating and Cooling.
It's hard to stop a train. Make your dream home a reality with Solid Rock Development. Dedicated to providing premier customer service with unparalleled workmanship, Solid Rock Development will exceed your expectations, keep you up to date on the status of your construction project while meeting your deadlines. Using only the highest quality building supplies and equipment, Solid Rock Development will construct a home built to last for generations. Call 606-371-4807 for Solid Rock Development in Garrett, or find Solid Rock on Facebook.
What is it about golf that draws you to it? Is it the morning dew, rising off the course, or the majestic beauty that captures your heart? Is it the challenge of playing a game that can't be won? Or is it the relationships and the stories that will last a lifetime? Plan your trip now to Stonecrest Golf Course in Prestonsburg. Visit them at stonecrestgolfcourse.com.
Live and local, there's only one. WMDJ.
48-21, your final score tonight. Prestonsburg caps off an undefeated regular season for the first time since 2009, knocking off Estill County in a game played between these two programs for the first time since 2002. Some individual numbers for Estill County. Brody Manus, 18 of 28 passing the football for 234 yards and a touchdown. He also ran the ball for 85 yards and 2 touchdowns tonight, accounting for all 3 engineered touchdowns. His one passing score was received by Hunter Bingham, 9 catches, 139 yards, and a score for the sophomore Bingham. Kane Patton, 14 carries, 216 yards, 4 touchdowns for Patton. Quarterback A.J. Johnson, 4 carries, 48 yards, and 2 touchdowns for Johnson. The other score came courtesy of Colin Hatfield, who finished the game 4 carries and 22 yards. Time to name our player of the game, Steve Sloan.
Obviously going to be Kane Patton this time. I mean, just another night at the office for 6 out there. 14 for 216, 4 tutties, as the kids say nowadays. And, I mean, he's the real deal. And what else can you say about him? Kane Patton tonight, our WMDJ player of the game.
14 carries, 216 yards, 4 touchdowns for Kane Patton. Also 3 receptions and 20 yards as well. The 9th 10-game winning streak for Prestonsburg, the longest, or the 6th of 10 games. They will try to improve on that next week when they host the first round of the Class 2A state playoffs. That has yet to be determined, their opponent. We have a good feeling it'll be Eastridge. We will find out for sure tonight once all the games are final and all the final RPI rankings are tallied. They will host the number 4 seed in neighboring District 8. Betsy Lane currently leads Leslie County 50-20 midway through the 4th quarter, so the Bobcats look to have a pretty strong hold on the number 3 seed in that district. Should that game remain that way, the Bobcats will travel to Martin County next week in the playoffs. And the other game going on right now in Eastern, awaiting an update, Floyd Central trailing Fleming County 53-52. Midway through the fourth quarter, the Jaguars had the ball with the last update we had there. So the Black Cats will now move on to the postseason, undefeated at 10-0. We will wait their opponent next week. They will be at home here next week, and should they win the week after, and then RPI comes into effect for the region final round and beyond in the playoffs for the KHSAA.
I do have one more plug here. Congratulations to Prestonsburg, first and foremost, 10-0 regular season. Want to give a big shout-out to the Prestonsburg cheerleading squad as well. Of course, my daughter Bailey is a part of that. They are going to the KHSAA state competition tomorrow in Clay County. They will be doing their performance and routine down there, I think, around 6:30-ish tomorrow, around the evening time. So best of luck to Coach Cindy Salmons. Of course, we know her very well. Went to Allen Central High School with her. She is down here, head coach for Prestonsburg Cheer. And best of luck and safe travels to those young ladies tomorrow, and best of luck to Bailey as well as they travel to Clay County for the KHSAA state competition.
Absolutely. Again, your final score here tonight, Prestonsburg 48, Estill County 21. The Black Cats complete the 10-0 perfect undefeated regular season. For Jonah P., Jonah Parsons back at the studios in Martin, Kentucky.
Love
for
you, Jonah.
Josh Peach Page on camera. For Steve Sloan, I am Josh McKinney for one final time saying good night from Prestonsburg.